This video is used for educational purposes only, under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only, under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976.
Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Smash that like button on your way in here. Get in here and smash that like. Yas and yas. I want to give a shout out before I get started to Aries 1. Thank you so much for sending a Cash App. I appreciate the support. Again, shout out to Aries 1 for the Cash App. Yas and yas. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by what? Hitting that like button. So yes, let's talk about Jag and how she was taking shots at a lot of people in this sector, and I never got around to discussing it, but we are going to discuss it today. Okay, what's up, Skilo? Jag got a new outfit. You know Jag got to be sitting with her legs open, child, because you know she got to be acting masculine. Okay, but yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it because I do have another live planned tonight as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this live done and then move into the next one.
Late. I wasn't trying to do a whole bunch. We have one person in here. Hey. Yeah. So this really is like the perfect facial expression, honestly. For this conversation. Hey Kenzen, how are you? So fee fi fo fum. Who's been stealing our content? Why do people want to?
So, of course, what had happened was that Jag, she goes live like on a public live, right? And then she'll turn it into a members live. But ma'am, don't you understand that if you go live publicly and then you later change it to members, people are going to understand, or you know, that the live was public first and then members. It never was members first and then public second. There's a difference. So a lot of times she will have something public and then she'll put it members and then she'll say, oh, someone took my members live. No, someone did commentary on your public live and then you made it into members later. There's a difference.
Steal our content. I don't know if anyone remembers this live. Let's see who's in the building. We got Ken's in the building. Auntie Lee is in the building. Golden Aries is in the building. Dime LTD is in the building. Young J is in the building. We have Natasha McCullough in the building. Azalea's Banks is in the building. Well, thank you so much, Azalea. Appreciate you supporting the channel. That's what they gave me such a hard time liking these videos from some time. Okay, so all right, all things chocolate in the building. Okay, so for those of you, this is just a quick little update. It may be a miniature drag. I don't even know if I'm gonna waste the time to drag. I don't know if it's necessary, but okay, for whatever reason, I don't know why it blocked this comment, but Kenzen was asking a question talking about, I think it's that movie The Rock of Ages, and speaking about Mary J. Minaj and how she got.
No, that was Jag's live. Y'all know how she used McDonald's Wi-Fi. Again, you know how Jag sometimes has McDonald's Wi-Fi.
The role, I mean, like she got every other role, being loyal to the Illuminati and keeping her mouth shut, and said it wasn't acting for her at all. Basically, she plays a groomer, and she's the madam of strip club. I mean, hey, you know, the best role is the role where you're not really acting. Hey Akshaya, welcome. This is hi chick. Hey, much love and warm on these chilly days. Well, I mean, it's chilly in some places. It's not as cold as us. I was surprised that they were sitting here tripping in Dallas about it. It done got good and cold in Dallas. I guess hell is freezing over. I don't know. But now that we've done a quick little roll, salute to everyone who's here. Hey, Air Force Brother. So I wanted to give you guys a little context because we were live over on this, but there wasn't as many people over there as we typically get over here. We got 16 people in the building. We got 13 likes. It would be great if all of our members It's 39 degrees. Oh yeah, that's pretty chilly. That's nippy. Like, I remember when I first moved to Dallas from Philadelphia, I was looking forward to it because I was sick and tired of cold winters and I'm like, freezing cold, ice and snow and all of that. And man, oh man, oh man, our first Christmas, the high that day was 70 degrees. I was like, yes, but apparently the climate is changing. Things are shifting. So yeah, hey, Kami's in the building. We got Fluffy in the building. That's what's up. All right, so this live. As you can see,
hold on a second. I'm gonna see if I can remove that static. Okay, but you have to give me a minute to do a new file. Okay, hold on. Help is on the way.
It says members only. This is members only content. Now, we were talking about me going over.
Yeah, Jag still has open warrants in Texas. Again, she still has warrants in Dallas, Texas. She's a fugitive on the run, so be on the lookout for her bald-headed ass, okay? And they can't do anything until they apprehend her. So, like, if someone has 2 open cases and they're on the run, they have to arrest the person. And once they arrest the person, they'll open their case back up and start making, having court dates. But, y'all think really Jag is going to turn something in? When Jag turns 90 years old, when Jag is 90 years old, she's still going to have these warrants for her arrest, okay? So unless she gets pulled over by the police or something happens like that, I wouldn't hold my breath for Jag to be apprehended. She's not going to turn herself in. I mean, to be honest, who would turn themselves in? Most people have if I'm on the run, you catch me, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the bald-headed girl. Like, you cannot catch Jag, so you're not going to be able to get her. Okay, hold on.
But it's someone else's page. It was Pam Esquire's page, and how there were trolls over there talking about me, worrying about where I was when I was live, all of that stuff, right? And it was regarding the Brian McKnight case, if you guys remember. So let me give you guys the backstory, because this is information that I've known about for quite some time. Set in the West has known about for quite some time, but we've been mum's the word because we don't try to give these weirdos any shine, because essentially a lot of the trolling that they're doing these days is really about them trying to find a way to get under our skin and to get us to say something about them. Like that really is the business. I remember once upon a time one of those weirdo trolls was so busy about my foot in a bathtub they went crazy. I don't get it. I got 2 feet, but I digress.
So when she talks about a weirdo troll that was posting her foot in the bathtub, if y'all remember, DJ Crackhead used to put Jag up as his avatar, and it was just her feet. It was just her feet as his avatar, and so she said, "Oh, I have cute feet," so she's wondering why he always put her feet up as his avatar.
So anyway, y'all know these trolls have been dying for engagement. For a long time, that was really what it was all about for them. It was about agitating me, telling a bunch of lies, saying a bunch of crazy stuff, and getting me to respond. And once upon a time, my moderators, they were like, "Yeah, you gotta respond. You gotta say something. They're saying this. They're lying to you, and they're doing this and they're doing that." And that was the whole thing. They would try to convince me to have a response, and it ended up becoming pretty obvious later on that the reason why they were doing that was to create engagement, to keep the engagement was going. And then they would all attack me, and I would come back to try to set the record straight, and I'd go with them, whoopty. Now, once again, of course, I thought it was strange, but I was still learning a lot. There was a lot that I didn't know. There was a lot that I was still learning about how all this works. So when I look back at my engagement with a lot of these things and a lot of these people, not surprised. Now I understand. I much better understand. But see, that's the great thing about having a wonderful producer, like I said, in the West, because the second that he got involved and that he stepped into moderating for the channel and all of that, it sounds like things haven't changed except my approach. Oh, my approach is.
So she is saying that Jag is trying to act like everybody was just after her and it wasn't something mutual. At that time period, she was after everyone else and hitting everybody's panel, going to everybody's show, and going to even on channel. She would go to YouTubers outside of this sector and she would talk shit about everyone else in this space. So it was like a mutual back and forth. And she even admitted it a long time ago that she had started the Circus Hunger Games, and she was saying season 1 and season 2, she was doing all of this stuff, and then later it's like she's playing the victim as if everybody's just pursuing her. It's like online when people lose, when they lose, they start playing victim as if they didn't have a part in it or started or initiated. And that's all she was doing was, okay, well, now let's do YouTube Hunger Games season 2 and YouTube Hunger Games season 3. And then now I'm a victim. They were all after me. Like, what the world? Like, girl, if you don't stop gaslighting.
Definitely changed. Yes, people are sick of stealing. They will do anything for $1. And they'll do a whole lot of stuff, strings for some change.
So she says anyone will do anything for $1. Meanwhile, this is the same bitch that was begging all the time for, well, I can't get $1 a view. Y'all can't even give me a click and a view and $1 a view. That's all I asked for is $1 a view. If everybody gave me a dollar, I wouldn't have to even beg. Like she's trying to say $1 a view. And everyone knows that if someone says they want $1 from everyone, they are just playing a game and trying to humble themselves, like pretend like they're humble and they're asking for $1. So when you ask for $1, people will most likely give you $5 or $10 or $20 or more, because they'll be like, well, you're only asking for $1, so I'll just give you, way more money since you're being so humble. But yeah, so even when she was arrested in Louisiana, she was out there, begging.
Don't be shy now. Throw a little something in that jar.
Some change? Anything helps, please?
Love you, y'all. Don't be shy now. Throw a little something in that jar.
Some change? Anything helps, please? Are you looking for me, officer?
Yes, ma'am.
Timmy! You're in charge.
Timmy, where are you?
Ma'am, step out of the pool now! Police!
Timmy, help!
I've got you. You're under arrest. Stop fighting me.
Let go! Timmy!
Love you, y'all. Don't be shy now. Throw a little something in that jar.
Some change? Anything helps, please? Are you looking for me, officer?
Yes, ma'am.
Timmy!
You're in charge.
Timmy, where are you?
Ma'am, step out of the pool now! Police!
Timmy, help!
I've got you. You're under arrest. Stop fighting me.
Let go! Timmy! But yeah, even when she was out in Bossier, Louisiana, and when she got arrested, she was begging. Okay, hold on.
Please. Well, no, Dell came in, and he started moderating and paying attention as we were doing it. That's how, he was really on it to be able to call people out so fast and spot what the bullshit was. Let me know when I drop the skincare routine. Well, I will, but I can give you a hint right now. It has a lot to do with castor oil, black seed oil, shea butter, stuff like that. I used to make my own products completely, and I used to market them, and I used to, ship them online.
And used to scam people.
Y'all know that there was a lot of stuff going on.
As well.
It's a miracle product. I really need to get back to making it. This was amazing. My salve was amazing. Anywho, my skin had never been better, and
some people never got their products.
You love Odell and how he's a peacekeeper. I mean, I guess you can call him a peacekeeper. I'd rather call him a peacemaker. Because he be breaking people a little bit. And he gets right into it. So yeah, anyway, I just want to give you guys a little bit more clarity in the origin of all of this. So we did this live, and it was the first time that I really acknowledged you've been wanting to buy it. I used to sell it, like I said, but there was a lot of stuff that went on, and I had to double check it in, and I'm sure I will one day. I'll get involved in making it, but these people, they like to try to find a way to turn everything into a scam. There were people who I don't know what I'll be shipping or how or when, but I'll let you know when I do. So, all right, long and short.
So Jag says there are people that are trying to turn everything into a scam, but the truth is she is the one that makes everything into a scam because she scams a lot. People said they never got their sales or they ordered these products. Jag said that she was going to release her police footage when she got arrested in Texas. She never released the footage. She collected money and never released the footage. She released a snippet, and then she said once she got to $2,500, she was going to release it, and she never did. And then she'd be collecting funds for different things, and then whatever she raises funds for, people never see the end result. Wasn't she supposed to have some sort of concert and things like that. She even used her own son, Sam Jr., to try to use his name to get money. So she's trying to say that we try to say that everything she does is a scam, but then she's the one that be out here scamming. And what happened to Buick when she was offering some sort of contest or something to where someone would win a Jeep? What happened to that?
This is a live. Now, I was talking about how I went to go check out Pam Esquire's page, and while we were there, oh, thanks, LA Chick. Salute. Yeah, salute, family. Thank you so much. She was talking about the Brian McKnight versus Julie McKnight lawsuit, and I was talking about how they drug me into it, and then they started talking about all of the lawsuits or whatever the case may be, yada 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 yada. And next thing you know, they're sitting there like heckling me, talking about where's Jag? Where's Jag? Jag is here, Jag is there, Jag is everywhere. And I'm trying to think, do I have those in here? Are they in this device? I'm not quite sure. I got so many different, like, man, there's so many different comments. Like, if you guys knew my screenshots, how many screenshots I have collected, it is wild. It is wild. No, I don't think they're in this zone.
So how many screenshots have you collected over the years? About 1 million, because y'all remember she used to come to my chat and everybody's chat in this sector, and all she did was screenshot everybody's live, the comments, the postings, everything. So I'm sure she has like 1 million screenshots and 1 million recordings and just everything. You know how she does, okay? Yeah.
In this device. So anyway, we came over here and we talked about it. We talked about this. We did this live, and it was members only. Everyone knows that. It's been members only since that day. Now, the thing about members only content on YouTube is that it's for members only. It's considered behind your paywall on your monetized page, which means it is not for fair use, reaction, commentary, none of that. Especially if you're monetized on your channel and you're using someone else's paywall content to make money on your channel. It's not allowed. It's not supposed to be allowed. So anyway, just to give you guys a little.
Actually, when it's commentary, it's just commentary. However, most people just respect each other and say if something is members, they don't use it publicly. However, in this case, the video she's referencing, she actually had a public live. It was public to the public, and then later she changed it to members. So you cannot be saying that, oh, I'm having something like if I do this live publicly and everybody sees it's public. If after my live, I later change it to members, I can't go around saying, oh, you use my members only content, use my members only content, because they used when it was first published, it was public when it was first published. It was not members.
The evidence. Imagine my surprise when I found out that there was another content creator who, like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks after we did this live, decided to make it part of their public live. You know what, before we get any further, I want to take a guess. I want to take a little cozy wosies. I want you guys to guess. Who do y'all think is the content creator that used our members only video for their public live? I know they have to use my name to get attention. I know they don't have no real content. And honestly, the content that they do on me ain't real either. Yes, there's a content creator here on YouTube that literally went behind our paywall, screen recorded our video, and then used it.
The lies. That lie was public. I want to tolerate foolishness. It was public, bitch. That's how I even found out about it. Someone told me about it. And they said that you were live, and then it was public. And then later you changed that live to members only. So please stop lying.
In their live. Okay, somebody said the robot, somebody said the Burger King boy. Or the rabbit. Okay. Anybody else got any guesses? Because that's from Sophie. I'm sorry, well, not Sophie, but Sophie King Special. The dead bird. Okay. Any other guesses? Anybody?
So for the new people, I'll give y'all the nicknames. Robot is my nickname. When she says Burger King, she's talking about the official King-Payne. And when she's talking about the dead bird, she's talking about Maggot. Okay? So if you're new to this space, I would get a notebook and a notepad, because most people use nicknames for their ops. So if someone is an op, you'll hear a nickname. Okay, just like I did official campaign, you know, Jag calls them Burger King and other things. And for the dead bird, that's Maggie. And I'm not gonna give her real channel name because she's also my op. So now it's like you got two nicknames for the Maggie. You got Maggie and you also got Dead Bird. So I call her Maggie and then Jag calls her Dead Bird.
It smells of the bird. Well, the reason why we're talking about this is because it's funny how desperate people are. Now, see, it's interesting because this is what Set in the West was showing earlier when we were talking earlier, members only over there. Right? This video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by. So this is the email, because what I found funny is that typically it'll show you the channel of, you know, where the video was that was stolen. But it's all snatched down now. And it's funny because this person usually loves bragging about how they get away with red rum all over this app and how they can do whatever they want. Nobody's going to do anything.
And by the way, that video is back up. And I hope you know that I didn't even get the strike on that video. It didn't even stick. Like the moment I did a counter, it went away. It was nothing on my dashboard. It was just like nothing ever happened. So yeah. I don't know if YouTube has a new thing or not, but once she did that copyright against that video and I submitted a counter and then I went to my dashboard, it said I had 0 strikes. I'm like, what the fuck? Where? It just disappeared. Help is on the way.
But as you can see, here is the email. Okay? Request resolved. Whoopie whoopie woo, yada yada yada. So there was an official strike that went out. It happened. It really did happen, because I guarantee you this person is going to try to pretend like it didn't happen. But yeah, we're talking about no one other than the robot.
Y'all listen, Jag was hoping that I would go live and be like, oh my gosh, Jag struck my video. She struck my video. When she was hoping I'd go live and whine and cry about it and whatever, and she'll get some attention. And I didn't go live. I didn't post about it. I didn't mention it. I didn't state anything. And then she made a whole new video to try to get my attention. And I still ignored it until now. I'm just now responding. Hello. So yeah, she was really hoping and then she made another video. I'm like, Jag, I'm not responding. But she was so mad that I didn't go immediately live and complain about it. Okay, girl, you're sadistic. You're very much so sadistic. So sadistic people want you to go live and complain and whine and cry, and then so they can go live so they get some sort of gratification from your misery or your pain or your sadness. I'm not gonna give you. Do not feed the trolls. You understand that I'm Anon. I know the rules. Do not feed the trolls. Lulz cow. I'm not gonna be your lulz cow. Lulz cow, someone that gives you a bunch of lulz and you can laugh at that misery and you can get under their skin by doing certain things. I know the game. I know the rules. I know how things work. I don't feed trolls, and you're a big troll, a bald-headed diaper-wearing troll. A mess, and you will continue to stay pressed.
Dani Robertson. That's how desperate they are for content. This video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by. So this is the email. Because what I found funny is that typically it'll show you the channel of, you know, where the video was that was stolen. But it's all snatched down now. And it's funny because this person usually loves bragging about how they get away with red rum all over this app and how they can do whatever they want. Nobody's going to do anything. But as you can see, here is the email. Okay? Request resolved. Whoopie whoopie woo, yada yada yada. So there was an official strike that went out. It happened. It really did happen, because I guarantee you this person is going to try to pretend like it didn't happen. But yes, we're talking about no one other than the robot, Dani Robertson.
Oh, poor Jag. So Jag was, she's so upset. I love getting under her dry, unmoisturized skin. Bitch, get some cocoa butter lotion and rub all over your dry, scaly alligator skin. It's dry and it's parched and it's thirsty for my attention. So here's the thing. Did you want me to go live and talk about what you did to my channel? And make a video on you to respond? Or did you want me to ignore it and not make any response and pretend like it didn't happen? Y'all see, like, the thing here is like she complains when I don't respond, and then she complains when I respond. It's like, can't win for nothing. You want me to respond and react to what you say and do, or you don't want me to respond to what you say and do? You can't have your cake and eat it too. Which one? Okay. I think she wants me to respond if she feels like she's gonna win. If she's gonna win and it's gonna make me the loser and it's gonna make her the winner and make her on top and make her seem like she's victorious, she wants me to respond as the loser. But if it's gonna be me debunking her, calling her out, and then I win, she doesn't want me to respond. So I can only respond if I'm just going to grovel and be weak and a loser, and declare her as some sort of victor. Okay.
That's how desperate they are for content. That they decided to either come over here themselves or send someone over here so they could steal it. Now, this video was like 2-something hours. She used the whole thing. It was like a 4.5-hour live, and she spent 2.5 hours using our video here in our members only content for her public page. Now, you can't see it now because it's gone, but the video was...
Well, actually, the video is up. It's up on my channel. Yeah.
Jaguar, I guess it was Jaguar Wright versus Brian McKnight, and she said the response. Now, I haven't made any.
And that video is on my channel. Jaguar Wright versus Brian McKnight. And I also got to check on see what's happening with the Brian McKnight, not versus Jag, but his ex-wife.
Any public response about anything regarding that weirdo or any of the stuff that's going on.
So that's why she was mad about that video, is because I said Jaguar Wright's response to Brian McKnight. You did make a response. It was a stupid response, but nevertheless, you did make a response, and you got mad that I gave commentary on the response. Anyway, shout out to Jamila. Happy 33-month anniversary. Yes, happy anniversary. I appreciate the support. Shout out to Miss Jess. Happy 2-year anniversary. Yes, happy 2-year anniversary. I appreciate the support. And Peg Buddy in the house. She says, peace, y'all, to one of my favorite CCs. Oh, thank you so much. I'm sending a virtual rose right back at you. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by what? Hitting that like button.
Not at all. Y'all already know. I'm not acknowledging it. I'm not acknowledging him. I see it all as just a very, very, very heavy orchestrated.
You were so fucking scared for your life because Brian McKnight was the first one to actually really sue you. And he actually had a case. Now that it's over, I'll be honest, when he sued her, he was actually past the statute of limitations. And people have to be careful because you only have a certain amount of time to sue people for defamation before your time runs out and it's time barred. So he was actually past the statute of limitations, so he couldn't really sue her anyway. But I never said it because I didn't want to help Jad. That's one of the things I picked up on. I'm like, wait, you're trying to sue her for defamation, but it's too late. Like, that was too long ago. But hey, if Jad wouldn't have said anything or did anything, then hey, that's on her. I'm not her lawyer, okay? She's rich. She has $45 million in a Switzerland offshore bank account with a mansion over there and a boat that she can take to Epstein Island and rescue people. So she doesn't need my help. She can just, afford her own lawyer, right? Oh, I forgot. The lawyer she had hasn't been paid. The last 2 lawyers she had has not been paid for their time and services, so she can't even pay the lawyers that she got.
In heavy traffic troll, because essentially that's what it is. And it really wasn't a response. It was me and us talking about how I got included in a lie that I wasn't a part of, how all of his lawsuits against me became part of the content. Like, that's what they were talking about. But yeah, that's what the name of the video was called, The Response. So she decided, since she had no content, that she was going to go steal our members only content and then do a whole 2.5 hours worth of reaction on her channel publicly. And it was there until about, a day and a half or so ago, or about a day ago. I know because I saw it up there. Now, we didn't say anything. We weren't trying to bring a whole lot of light to it. Plus, we were waiting to see if YouTube was actually going to do their job because...
So you didn't say anything. You didn't bring no light to it. You wasn't not going to mention it. Or should I say, you wasn't going to make it content. But nevertheless, you couldn't help yourself because I didn't respond. I didn't make a video. I didn't react. I didn't do what you wanted me to do, which is go live and cry about some fucking strike that I know is going to be removed. So then now you decide to go live and make a whole video about me not reacting and responding. And so you can make sure that everyone in the whole world knows about it. You want everybody to know about it. You see what I'm saying? So, okay, so if Dani's not going to make a video on it, then we're going to make a video on it. Like, and then if I do make a video on it, it's like, oh, she's making a video on it. She's making it content, but then you make it content. Like, I'm confused. Hold on. Help is on the way. And by the way, I knew you wanted me to react and respond. That's why I didn't.
Give us a very hard time. Somebody else, they'll shut their live off if you put a strike on while they're live. Us? Oh, it goes back and forth with review. I know. But that's exactly how bad it is. That's how little content they have. That they're getting desperate enough to steal from behind the paywall and take the chance of getting struck. I mean, I get that part, baby girl Tay, but I'm not content, I'm a person.
And I'm not content, I'm a person. Press 1 if you recall Jag saying, hashtag everything is content. Hashtag Jag don't give no fucks. That's all. You said everything is content. And in fact, when Jag declared war on me, I had made a video talking about how her mother was better off without her. And Jag was so upset because I said her mother was better off outside of her care and outside of her household. So Jag went live and she said, Dani Robertson, I'm making you into content. You gotta be my content. So Jag declared war. That was her threat towards me, that from then on I would be her content, meaning that she would do a negative smear campaign and negative videos on me. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So then it was true, because after that, she really was like making me into her full-blown enemy and op. And at that time, she was taking care of her mother, but she was spending all her mom's money on food, and she was not taking care of her mother as she should, and like for her like priorities. And I said, Mama Princess was better off without her, like, because she's spending all her money, she's not taking care of her needs, or her medicine, her food, her nutrition, things like that. And while she had her mom and her son Sam Jr. in the hot sun looking for her purse, it was just a mess. So after that, she did make a statement saying that she was going to make me into her content. So in that way, this is the circus, the Hunger Games, and all that. So she likes to try to rewrite history. And almost all her posts, she will put everything as content. And then she says, oh, wait, she has a song too. Yeah, release the Kraken. And then she has a song called I Am the Content, Became the Content. I Am the Content, Became the Content. Child, I don't know the lyrics fully, but yeah, exactly. She has this whole song about I Am the Content, and then she's a puppet master, she's the orchestrator, she's this, she's that. Now she's on here lying to these people. Oh, I'm not content, I'm a person. But you said I am the content. Like, Jag be out here gaslighting. That's why I can't. That's why I be ignoring this hoe. I be ignoring this hoe because she be trying to be the victim so bad. She's the only person I know that will actually swat themselves and then say that I'm the one that swatted her and spoofed the call. No, you swatted yourself, and then with these fake numbers and whatever you got going on. Even y'all, I don't think I ever put it fully public, but even the police officer that went out, he said that he believed that they swatted themselves. So the investigator believed that they swatted themselves. And he said the reason he believes they swatted themselves because when he was out there, they were all talking about hit the like on the video. This is triggering. You're triggering me. And then she started talking about likes on the video while she's saying she's triggered. So I agree with the police officer that came out that Jag and TJ, y'all did the whole swatting thing on y'all selves for content, just like that the cop said. And I have the report. I'm gonna have to dig it up. Let me see if I can find it. But yes, that cop said that he believes that they swatted themselves. But then Jag, when I said I was gonna request the footage, Jag started saying, Dani spooked my voice and she was starting to spook her voice. I'm like, spooked your voice. I do Jag impersonations, but as we saw on my backup channel, people do it better than me. So she started saying I spooked her voice and I spooked her number. She said it like interchangeably at different times. I'm like, ma'am, I don't sound like you like that to be out there making no calls. And in that way, she was trying to get ahead of it. She thought I would get audio and the audio would have her voice on it. So she wanted to try to pretend ahead of time that it was me impersonating her or spoofing her voice or spoofing her number to cover her ass. So that told me the moment she said I spoofed her voice and I spoofed her number and shit, I said, okay, that's you, Jag. You swatted yourself for content.
I'm a person and I do create content myself. You know, it would be one thing if it were fair. Like the way they like to go through my life and the way they like to go through all of my details and all of the facts about me and all of that stuff. But I don't get to do the same. Do I? Especially when it comes to the ones that are anonymous, like the robot. Do I get to follow her around? Do I get to go all through all of her stuff?
Wait. I thought you said I wasn't anonymous. I thought you said I was Joshua Ray. Joshua Ray. I thought you said you knew who I was and I was Joshua Ray. So am I anonymous or am I Joshua Ray? Y'all liars on here keep on saying, you say you know who I am and then you'll say I'm anonymous the next second. So you know who I am or am I anonymous? Two things can't be true at once. So that's how y'all's lies get caught up with you. You get caught up in your own lies and shit like that. Shout out to Red Gemini. Happy 26th month anniversary. Says she has a line in one of her whack ass songs where she says, I am the content. Yeah. I think that's the one that's calling our struggle channels, the struggle channel song. I think that's the one with those lyrics. So exactly. Happy anniversary. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by what? Hitting that like button.
I mean, when I saw, and let's be clear, like, these people are stalkers. These people are absolute stalkers. Wait a minute. Oh.
So then Jag says people are stalkers, but remember when she was in Texas and she went downtown? I don't know if it's downtown, but close by the hotel or close where she was at staying. And then she was also close to the police department. She went outside, she was twerking and said, pull up, come get me, pull up. And she was twerking. Well, she couldn't really twerk. She was just trying to, she was shaking stiffly. She was stiffly shaking and trying to stiffly twerk. And she was trying to antagonize and provoke the Beam team to pull up. And that's when Hulu did actually pull up to that location. Oh, he's stalking me, but you just told someone to pull up. Now, he pulled up after she was already incarcerated and arrested or whatever, taken in. And then another time, actually, you know what? The reason people knew Jag was at the hotel, she intentionally went to the top of the hotel, to the pool top, the rooftop, and it had a rooftop pool and a red, I think, looking like the Kool-Aid man, red lipstick, red bathing suit looked like the Kool-Aid man at the top of the hotel. And she was like trying to taunt people, like, can't find me. And she was live on Real Life. So why would you go live at the top of that hotel and pan the air so you could see where you're at? And that's how people thought she intentionally doxed herself to have people come out or arrest her. And then she even went walking around that area. It's like Jag is taunting people to go find the location. She's giving people hints as to where it is. So obviously people start rolling in tips, including myself and others. And then that's how we got Crime Stoppers Awards. I won an award, and some other people in the sector won awards for Crime Stoppers for reporting her. And she doxed her own hotel location. And then another time, she went outside and she started rolling around the grass. The last time she was rolling around the grass at this townhouse that she was living at in Cali. And she was like, I bet you can't find me. She was rolling in the grass. And then she showed some outskirts of the area. Anyway, she got popped again. And a lot of times she'll go live places showing where she's at. And then she'll be like, can you find me? Can you find me? So, so with that being said, then she'll say, oh, you're stalking me. Like, girl, have a seat. And then remember the time she was saying with this one lady, and she started talking to the lady while she was at the lady's house and showing the ladies like interior to her home. It's like she was trying to get people to dox her at that location too. So you have to be careful with Jag. If she's really trying to hide, she'll have like a background covering her where she's at. If she's trying to get people to dox her or come after her, she'll show her place or where she's at. And don't forget, Dusty actually show all his surroundings too. But like, yeah, girl, have a seat.
We're removing content.
Oh
no. We're removing content. She only has 6 shorts up. The one with you, where she was following you in the street, was gone.
Oh, is that right? Okay, well.
That's not true. That video is still up. And that video belongs to me and it's still up. And I was not following him. Do y'all understand that? I hate when people act like they don't know how YouTube works. Y'all know how YouTube works. I'm a YouTuber and I have 16,000 subscribers. People see me online reporting on certain topics or certain people. And I literally just log in and I come online and I be minding my black ass business. I go to my email or I go to my direct messages and I literally would have tea or information in my inbox. People even understand, even from Tasha K to TMZ to anybody that's in media or anyone that's has any sort of channel, people will always be in your inbox giving you information or tea on what you're reporting on. That's what people do. And to be honest, what would TMZ be without people giving tips? And in fact, all journals and medias and all those people, they always have a tip line or some sort of tip where people can send information or tips or send sightings or this or that. So I minded my business and I actually get that in my inbox. And I'm like, oh, this old Dusty. So then I just post it. And then all of a sudden, because I posted as someone that is a YouTuber and a blogger, then all of a sudden I'm stalking someone because it ends up in my inbox. Y'all need to get from beside yourself. I am not following you people, stalking people, nothing about you people. People are spotting you out in the wild. Out in the wild, in the Australian outback, and the creatures out in the wild. They see the creatures in the wild, and then they take a picture of the wild animal out there feasting and feasting out there. So then they send it to me and say, look what I spotted in the wild in the Australian outback. And then all thing I do is I go live and I post it. And then all of a sudden I'm sending people to follow somebody. No, I logged in to check my email. And it's right there.
I'm trying to remember. Because she had that in a video. I just don't remember what video it was.
And it's still there. So she went on my channel and she was showing him my channel, so the video is gone. No, that video is a short. So it's actually a short, it's actually a video. Do you understand that something can be 6 seconds and can still be a video depending on your dimensions and how you format it? So that's actually still up as a video, and since whoever recorded it owns it, so obviously they recorded it, and whoever recorded it and sent it to me, they own it. Now, again, that's anonymous. People send me stuff anonymously, and I keep it anon.
Oh, I got it.
It's funny.
I have it.
The video? Do you remember what video that was? What it was called?
Give me 1 second. I'll see.
It's on my.
Oh, that's funny. Now she's taking videos
down.
about me, and she's making them members only. Oh.
Well, I told you the dominoes are dropping. So it's a lot of, I got my court thing next week, and I got go see Google later that week.
Like, it's really, 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 really wild. But, and I mean, part of the reason why I'm also doing this here, I'm not gonna lie, is because I know they got spies in here. Sure do. I know that they have people inside the Jag Nation membership that are looking at all of this, watching all this, and they're going back and they're telling her. Like, I know that.
Yes, people, that is true. People do. Avengers are everywhere and people are everywhere. Even if someone is an Avenger, people are still going to be everywhere and they're going to send things because they are, people are messy, okay? And people are going to run and tell it, okay? That's what it is. And that's word of mouth. Everyone knows about word of mouth. Like, for instance, I had a video last night that when I was live, Evangelist Val was not she did not come to my live until after I started playing my outro music. So if you go to that video and you hear outro music, you automatically think my video is over, but actually Val comes on. So I just actually changed my title to guest on panel. Our guest shows up so people can see that there was a added on or extension. However, even so, people started coming back to the video because it was word of mouth that the show had continued on. So word spreads and things like that. So yes, people are going to say, hey, Jag is talking about you, or this person's talking about you, or this person said this, or this person said that. And people will relay that information back to me. That's truthful. Okay. Shout out to Gail. Thank you so much for the fan funding cash app. She says, help is on the way. Yes, help is on the way, but I don't know, because Jad has been needed help a long time ago. But shout out to you and send some virtual roses right back at you. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by what? Hitting that like button.
But when it gets so bad to the point where you gotta steal, like, I just doubt that they're going to be acknowledging it. Like, it's kind of crazy. This is kind of like a sting operation. We're doing this.
So y'all see it right here. It says a sting operation she's doing. And she says, I doubt they will be acknowledging it. Do y'all understand that for me to acknowledge it, I would have to make a community post? For me to acknowledge her putting a strike on my channel, it was removed like the following day. I would have to make a community post, or I would have to make a video. So then I would have to make a post or video about Jag, and that will be considered content. So again, they say they don't want me to make content and respond, but then at the same time, they want me to acknowledge stuff they do. Okay, make it make sense.
Because I want all of you spies that do come in here on behalf of the weirdos, I want you to go run back and let them know. TikTok goes the clock. Even Brandy Whitehurst. Brandy Whitehurst is girlfriend or fake girlfriend of Joe Torrance. Now, for those of you who do not know who Joseph Torrance is a man who goes by J.R. Curry from Night and Day Network. They were we're pretending to support Jag and be cool with Jag content creators. And the second that I pretty much blew them out of the water and realized that they were ops working for Tasha K, then they, that's how they set it up. Some of them, they slide in there kind of like, with Maggie, and they pretend to be a supporter, and they pretend to be cool with you, and they pretend to be a supporter. And then once they get busted, they go anti you real fast. And then they do their mea culpa, they kiss everybody's behind, and then they league up with the weirdos. And
by the way, let me actually update as well. On February 4th, 2026, the last Brian McKnight lawsuit against Jag was dismissed. And pretty much they were trying to ask, the Nevada one was the last one, and they were trying to argue that they wanted to serve her by publication. And the court ruled that they don't believe that the publication will work or be sufficient to notify Jag of this lawsuit. So they went ahead and dismissed that without prejudice as of February 4th, 2026. So that made the last Brian McKnight lawsuit against Jag close. Pretty much not being able to serve her was their doom. And that's what Jag relies on. She relies on people not being able to actually serve her or find her or locate her or certain things. If I'm lying, then sue me. Sue me if I'm lying. If I'm lying, sue me. So that's what Brian McKnight did, but then she was running Spotlight Child. Now, he did try a million ways and a million different tactics to try to serve her. But I will say for California, they're really strict about service and properly serving people. And they're not going to let people just easily pretend like they serve someone. And they don't really authorize a lot of alternative services. They prefer people to have the real service, like served in person, and not a lot of this alternative shit. So anyways, so that's an update on that.
Just talk crazy about you all the time. It's funny because like they're still doing the fake Jag stuff. They're still trying to pretend like I'm in their chats. They're still like, when you hear them sitting there talking about, and I know she's in here and I know she's watching. No, I'm not. I'm really not. Most of the stuff that I find out about.
So Jag said she's not watching, she's not this, and she's not that. That's false. Okay. As you can see, she was even telling him that my other short was removed when it wasn't. She was on the wrong tab. She's always watching and monitoring. Okay, so please stop.
It's not even because I'm looking, it's because somebody comes back and tells me, and there's a lot of things that get passed on to me. There's a lot of things that get told to me.
So she's able to say for her that people run back and tell her this and run and tell her that. Okay, meanwhile, you know, but then when it comes to other people, she expects you to be watching and monitoring. I think that every creator has people that run and tell them things. At the same time, everybody knows that Jag, she monitors everybody herself. No one has to run and tell her anything. She's actually going to be tuned in herself.
I don't talk about. But see, what I do know is that there are going to be some people who are spying for them here in this live. Just curious to see where it's going to pop up. So yeah, anyway, Brandy Whitehurst, who's down.
So she says that she believes that there are going to be people spying for me and others in that live. And she's curious to know how it's going to pop up or where it's going to pop up. So she already knew, she was expecting, hey, Dani is not acknowledging what happened to her channel. She's not speaking on it. She's not making a video on it. So maybe one of her people are here watching, so then they can go tell her and then get her to respond. And I still ignored it. I still ignored it until now I'm responding. But before I was ignoring her ass. Okay, hold on. Because it's like she was so desperate, like, oh, Dani, please acknowledge my video, please acknowledge what I'm saying, please acknowledge what happened to your channel, please respond to me. Then like it's so desperate, so I just ignored it, like the desperation of it all.
I'm with the J.R. Curry person or whatever, and that's her name. She really is Brandy Whitehurst. She looks a hot disaster of a wreck. Like, let me see if I have a picture. Very unfortunate looking girl, and see, we're members only. So because I actually got struck. Like, they actually struck. She put in a privacy complaint. Mind you, she sat there and made this big deal and made this big stink, saying that wasn't her, that's not her, she's not that person. They went and lied and told everybody all kinds of lies. No, that's not me. She got the wrong person. Well, if it was the wrong person, then why did you strike my channel for using your image, using your likeness, and calling it a privacy complaint? Because basically what that...
So I don't know anything about this right here, what she's talking about, okay? Again, I don't know anything about her. I can only speak on what happened to me versus Jag, okay?
What I mean is that actually was you. Like, it's just crazy. You would have to put in evidence and say all of these things. So hold on a second. Let me see if I can find that picture.
Happy 31-month anniversary to Eternity. Says Hag's only skill nowadays is running from the law. Yes, that's all she's doing, running from the law. But to be honest, that takes a lot of bravery, to be honest, and courage to actually go about living your life as if you don't have 2 active warrants out of Dallas, Texas. To be honest, by now they should have put her on a most wanted poster, a most wanted. Okay, I know when it was Grand Prairie doesn't play. They actually put her on a most wanted poster. But Dallas, Texas is not really doing that to her, but I wish they would.
And the only reason that I'm pulling any of this stuff up is just because I really think you guys should take a look-see or have a look at the kind of people they use, the kind of people that are in, okay, here it is. Now, what I found funny about this is that this picture of Brandy Whitehurst. Hey, Mudana. This picture of Brandy Whitehurst it wasn't even pulled up by me. Oh, and by the way, this is a mugshot. She had just been arrested for doing retail fraud. She's a thief.
Now, again, I have nothing to do with anything going on between Jag and Income and Opinion or whatever. Okay, I don't know nothing about all this stuff. However, what I will say is Jag always says she does not acknowledge people, and she had a whole petition with Yoshi Daycare, Yoshi, and against anti-doxing, anti-bullying, and anti-this, anti-that. And here she is trying to dox people and put out information. Okay, now I'm not here to say anything about this besides the fact that she doxes and she does all this stuff and tries to expose people, but then she claims that she does not. Like, I don't know why people do that and gaslight. Like, we literally hear you all the time doxing people and doing this and doing that. And then now, so the first part of her video, she comes for me, Robot Dani, and then now the second part, she moves into IO and coming for IO. So you see how I put Jag versus everybody, because Jag has really, and then oh yeah, she started with DJ Crackhead and says why he's a troll and put her feet up. he put her feet up as his avatar picture. So you see how she's going one by one to each person? That's why I put Jag versus everybody, because she's trying to get attention from everybody, in my opinion. That's why I ignored it until now. I'm responding to it now, but at first I ignored it. Hold on.
This is actually her picture. Now, I keep calling her by her actual name, Brandy Whitehurst, but she is a content creator here on YouTube. And when I say con, I mean CON-TENT. I got struck for this picture. Privacy complaint.
How can you call anybody a con when you have con people out of money and trick people out of money? You even try to con me by trying to get me to buy your you and old Dusty. Jag and old Dusty had a whole troll page, a fake page on IG, and they were following me on that fake page. So Jag blocked me on her real page because she was following me on a troll page. And then that troll page tried to ask me to, do I want to buy Jag's police footage of her getting arrested for $2,500? The same amount Jag had been trying to get and was upset about with the Crime Stoppers. Okay, so Crime Stoppers was offering people, well, it wasn't really $2,500, but people thought it was $2,500. So Jag was upset that people were trying to say that there was $2,500 award for her bald-headed arrest. So she wanted $2,500 for herself. So she started to say, like, she reached out to me through a troll page trying to get me to buy footage of Jag being arrested for $2,500. I was like, this Jag and old Dusty. And, you know, I was like, well, they said they'll send me a snippet of it or proof that it actually exists. And I didn't buy it. I didn't want it, right? So then the next thing you know, Jag goes live and she says that once she reaches $2,500 in donations, that she'll release the footage herself. That she was trying to act like she bought the footage from someone else and she was gonna raise money. Like, it didn't make any sense. I'm like, Jag, it didn't work because you tried to sell me the footage. It didn't work, so now you're trying to raise money another way. And she says once she gets $2,500, she will release the arrest footage of her getting arrested, and she will keep everybody updated as to how much she has raised. Once she got to about half the money, she said, oh, I got half the money. And then from there, she never mentioned it ever again. No updates, no footage, no nothing, just con people out of their money. And I don't hear anyone complaining about it. And yeah, so it's like, you're a con. And then don't forget stupid GTV or whatever his name was. She was supposed to, like, he was supposed to interview Jag and pay his money. And she kept his $700. And Jag said, well, he still owes me $50 because she said it was $750. And I'm like, well, give him back his $700. And she never gave him back his money.
But the thing is, I got this picture from another content creator who used it and posted it up on the community wall. And they didn't get struck. Just me. Isn't that wild that I literally grabbed this picture from off of a public community wall post from another content creator here on YouTube who posted it up? Just, I didn't draw that little weird blue stuff in the eyes. How can it be a privacy complaint when it's a public? I know, but see, that's the thing. YouTube will let you do all kinds of things. Now, this is members only. So what I am going to do is I'm gonna see if you can guess who this is. I'm gonna see if you can guess. Here it is. Jaguar Wright's new plot against Trasha K gets exposed. It's really funny because I don't have a plot against that weirdo. I don't.
This hack will have people believing you
Not at all. There's no plot. What's real is real. Okay, so anywho's let me see. Let me see breaking news. And then die counted. So now,
meanwhile, Wright, you're covering no news, okay? This is right. You're covering no news. You going live and just lying on people. Same old, okay? So why are you focusing on Tasha K's breaking news when you have no news?
I guess this is supposed to be a thing. I don't understand how it's a thing. See, Griffith originally made the claims on Instagram in August. This November.
Yeah, and of course she has continued on with her Tasha K obsession. And also right now, Jag is really jealous of Nicki Minaj. She's jealous that Nicki Minaj, that people find her more credible when it comes to speaking out on Jay-Z than they do her.
How is this a breaking news story? I don't get it.
Now, do you hear that? That's my content with my voice sped up a little bit. Did you guys recognize the voice of the person? That's incoming opinion. So now she's recording. They're all doing this now. They don't want to get struck for using videos, so they're just all screen recording me and using my audio. And what's funny is that she's using old video footage of me. Very old video footage of me, because they don't have any new footage of me. The stuff that she's using is from 2023. That's incoming. This is incoming opinion. Brandy Whitehurst. Yeah, IO. That's IO.
So whatever content she's making, Jag is obviously press over her content and what she's making. Another person she's pressed over is Trevor Green. She's pressed over the Trevor Green video. So mark my words, Jag is still spying on everyone and watching everyone and seeing what content they're making. Okay, especially if it's about her and what they're doing. No one is reporting to her, oh, this person made that and that person made that. No one's reporting that to her. Okay, people barely even now come to me about Jag because they know I'm not really reporting on her like that. Okay, well, hold on.
Sure is. And she hit me with a privacy complaint for putting her picture up because she was mad. These people are liars. They are thieves. Gotta keep reporting these pages because it's and sitting there, very cowardly liar, and sitting there pushing all of that drop ship nonsense that Night and Day Network keeps peddling all over it.
So here we go again. That Zeolite. Remember that Zeolite stuff, child? I ain't gonna do that because I ain't trying to be loud right now. So now we move from first DJ Crackhead, then myself, then IO, then now she moves into Night and Day. So yeah, she's going person by person in the sector. In my opinion, this live was trying to get everyone to react and come to make a reaction, because why else would you go one person by person down the line about everyone trying to incite everyone or something? Shout out to the Love Bud. Yes, I appreciate you for being a member on this channel or renewing your membership. I appreciate it. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by hitting that like button.
All of these people are crooked as hell. All of these people. Now, see, this is the thing. This is all happening behind our paywall here. And it's funny because our numbers popped up and then our numbers popped down. So it's kind of giving me the clue that the trolls, the spies, have come in to see what we're talking about. Now they're going to go run tell that.
That Zeolite! Oh,
I dare any one of these content creators to talk about it.
Oh, my stomach hurts!
Because see, what I'm going to do is...
My stomach! Oh, that's Zeolite! I'm like, girl, your stomach hurting that bad. Get your ass offline. That shit was on my nerves. And y'all know what happened when I spoke up and I tried to say stuff about the product and and then I started getting attacked. It was a mess. My stomach hurt. Oh, my stomach. Oh, that's Zeolite. I'm like, oh, y'all, what was happening on YouTube? It was just crazy. It's shenanigans. I'm like, girl, do you understand how products work, FDA and all this stuff? Because what in the world is you doing? And then there was never any receipts or proof or evidence of any of this stuff. And then all of a sudden she was better, I guess.
So I'm going to go through all the records and we're going to figure out who these spies are. We're going to figure it out. We sure are. They keep pushing negative images of me, trying to encourage people and enroll people in the idea that I'm some kind of maniac. And it's really wild because they'll take video footage of me, stuff that was taken with my own phone, stuff that was taken from my old channels. So I need you guys to understand a lot of this old content. You see that they push the negative stuff where it's the crazy stuff and people want to talk about ashes and they want to talk about this and they want to talk about that. You want to know what's funny? What if those weren't ashes?
Yeah, never got the ER report. Never. Where are the lawsuits? What happened to the whole thing? It was all a sham and just fake because it was just they really just wanted to dox Night and Day and that was it. So then once they doxed them, and then now it's over. Like everything that People need to stop, okay? Nitty says you are a maniac, Jack. Oh, I should never said that because you know Nitty, you get under her skin, child.
Like nobody bothered to ever ask, what if they weren't? What if all of that was just a ruse? What if? But see, people believed it. What's wild is the fact that they still are pushing like these images. And it's wild because I had just got finished. I had just been assaulted. Like I was watching my second ex-husband fake beat on a young man in front of me. Right? He was supposed to be attacking him. And I went to get him off of that person. And I was picked up and I was body slammed by 2 guys. Now, all of that happened before I got back into my car. But all of this footage came from my...
Solar! You got 2 minutes.
Old channels. Channels which were being monitored by you.
Oh, my dear son. Oh, my dear son. Oh, my dear son. Solar. Get in the car, Solar. I'ma burn this motherfucking building down. Child, Jay, you unhinged. And don't forget the whole time, get in the car. You know, the whole time she had the cameras on, lights, camera, action. Like she made sure that the camera was facing her at all times, facing her in the car. When she got out, she had to prop it to make sure it was facing towards the building. It was facing this way and that way. She kept on making sure it was propped up and it was live and it was in recording every little thing. So it's lights, camera, action. All the world's the stage. It's all the show. It's all for content. And now she's mad that that same footage is placed everywhere around YouTube and around everywhere, and everyone sees her on the ground. Even from Guma's, you know how she actually said, I guess she pissed on herself while she was. She tried to associate herself or correlate herself to Rodney King, like she was Jaggy King or something. When she was on the ground getting arrested with handcuffs, she said, I guess she pissed herself. And she sat in her piss for a long time somewhere. I don't know. Okay. Jaggy King.
YouTube channels where I wasn't allowed to strike because they had the videos fixed. Like these people have been doing this for so long. So technically, by their cheating, lying standards, they own this content, all of this old content that came from my phone, came from my old channels that they exoed and got rid of, and did this and did that, and whoopty boom, yada, yada, yada. All of that. So this is all they got. This is all they got. If you see images,
for Jag's old channel, that channel was at 50,000 subscribers, and now she has a new channel that's at 112,000 subscribers, twice that of 50,000. So I could actually give her that channel back. I could go in my actual studio, my channel, and give her that channel back, and all those old videos from the past would be that was on that old channel would be back up on like actually 2 different channels. All the content would be back up and restored, including the one with her in the pool getting arrested. I think was on that one. Help is on the way. And at one point, I was like, you know what? If she ever got a new channel and she got past 50,000, then it wouldn't be. You know, it wouldn't make any sense anyways because she already got a new channel with that many subscribers. Besides, I think this time she only got the help of the YouTube new system that got her to that many subscribers. And by the way, where's her check mark? When you get to 100,000 subscribers, you must get a check mark next to your name to show that you have like authentic page. You reached 100,000, a milestone. If you're at 100,000, you're not got your check mark. Help is on the way. Something fishy going on. Where your check mark at, bitch?
Images of me at the mayor's office. If you see images of me at the police station. If you see images of me, like all of this stuff, this was a...
Are you looking for me, officer? I'm Jacqueline Suzette Wright.
A major gaslighting campaign that had been going on. Like heavy. 2023, they came for me hard, G. And it was coming from all sides. Online, my real life. That's why I kept my cameras on.
You mad because her channel was gone? People wanted Jag's channel to be gone because she was out here acting a fool. They wanted her channel to be down. How many people want Jag's old, now that she has over 50,000 anyway, how many of y'all want her old channel to be restored? Who would want that old channel to be restored? She will have access to the old channel again. So yes, y'all will see the old content and old videos, but then she will have access to that channel.
I kept my cameras on it all the time, not because I was busy trying to make content or be salacious, because I wanted there to be some record of what was happening to me in real time. Like anytime that crazy stuff is going on online and going off offline, where the like when shit starts going real world, I turn my camera on and I make sure that I film as much of it as I possibly can. Because the truth is, if I don't, they'll control the whole narrative. So, you know, this is what we got. So now they want to sit online still and they want to do the stuff that they're doing.
I'm going to put up a poll. Who wants Jag's old
we're getting some action finally. We're finally... But it's crazy because we put in a lot of relevant strikes that should be honored, that don't get honored. I think the only reason that they actually did this was because we had proof and evidence that it was stolen from our members only content. Like the simple fact that it took 2 weeks, that goes to let you know that they ran out of content. They were looking for content. They were looking for something to try to add to their narrative. And one of their spies went back and said, oh, she's got a video talking about this, that, and the other, and you can use it for whoopty whoopty whoop.
Girl, stop. Yo, shut your mouth and shut up.
And, yeah. But I'm just curious whether or not this is going to get addressed. We're going to see, though. We're going to see. Odell, do you have anything to say? What, you remember that 12-hour live? And that was craziest thing I have ever seen. You let us see in real time. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Matter of fact, since we're here, you know, I don't often go back and look at some of the wild.
Yes, where is her YouTube award? Where's her YouTube plaque? Where's her YouTube check mark?
Just wild ass shit that I've had to go through. But when I went back and I looked, because that was March 23rd. That was March 23rd when all of that happened. Hold on a second. Let's see who was here.
Her YouTube, all her YouTube stuff is in Old Dusty's name. Since it's all in Old Dusty's name, the money and checks go to him. And then of course he shares it with her, but I guess whatever, but it's all in his name because remember she can't have it in her name.
Here, who was it? Yeah, because Grace was there. And then,
of course, there's absolutely
put a 1 in the chat if you understand my rights.
You know, this world. But it's most likely Kenny.
I'm operating from my phone, so I gotta press a lot of buttons to get to the chat.
Rosie said she was so full of shit, lying all the time. Where are the 3 girls she saved from Epstein Island? The 3 girls, I made a video on this a few days ago if you have not watched it about Epstein Island. But we actually have a receipt of Jag rescuing people from Epstein Island, by the way. If you haven't seen it, this is an actual receipt and live footage of Jag rescuing people from Epstein Island. I have the receipt. Hold on, I'm gonna play it. Help is on the way.
I'm your hero. I'm rescuing you from the island. You're the whistleblower. Hero, I'm rescuing you from the island.
We're barely moving. How long is this gonna take?
As long as it takes.
You're really doing this. Oh my god. Are we even moving? I can't tell anymore. Feel that push. That's us moving. Breathe with me. I hear birds. Land can't be far.
You're going so slow.
How long will it take? The waves keep pulling us back.
As long as it needs to. Just keep breathing and hold on.
So yeah, that she actually finally showed receipts of her doing the big rescue. But yeah, check out my video of me actually debunking it for real, and my like 2 days ago.
I don't know if anyone else sees it in the chat, but Pretty Boy Floyd is in the chat. If y'all don't block him, or if he's already been blocked. Or if that was an old message from earlier that I'm seeing.
There's probably an old message. A few of them came through.
Has anyone heard or seen from Yoshi and her 7 kids, her whole basketball team? Gang. Where's her, have y'all heard from Yoshi? Peace, y'all, peace.
You're on the channel. You're here, Denise Fuller. Do you have anything to say?
Leave my children alone.
Whose children?
Oh, I found that footage of why she was so mad at Anise, Dusty's ex, because she said that Jag looks like a man. So Jag kept playing and recording over and over again. I'm gonna actually download the footage so I can let y'all hear it. But she's like, you look like a man. She looks like a man. She's like a man. Jag was so mad. Well, it's true, Jag. You are masculine presenting.
Leave my daughter out of your fucking comments. Leave my daughter has nothing to do with it.
What daughter? Who are you?
You know exactly who I am, Jaguar.
I'm sorry, I don't know you. Who are you? It says a niece Fuller here. Who are you?
You are idiot.
You don't have more than one children if you're a niece Fuller. You only have a child.
Focus on my stepson.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't believe this is Miss Fuller.
Actually, it's really funny because when we went to check who it actually was, it said authenticated by YouTube. It came up as Jag's Bread. Kind of wild. That day was unbelievable. Oh, I know. If you were there, that day was crazy, guys. That day was absolutely insane. Cultivate with Kai came up, pretending to be Joker from real life. Me, Ayasha, and Great sitting on panel. Man, all of the weirdo messages. There was a lot of stuff that was going on that day. And for you guys who were here, you remember. It was very triggering. It was very traumatizing. All of the people that kept coming up in the chat, there was a lot going on that day. And all of these people here online, they all played a part in it. Matter of fact, where are the messages? Yeah, like Kimmy, Maggie, all of them were involved. All of them. They were all involved. Every last one of them. I was scared like it was happening to me. I was relieved to see Grace pop up. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Grace. Well, yeah, what happened to Yoshi? Well, anyways, I haven't been on Jack's channel like that, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. But all of this was orchestrated by all of these YouTubers. And that was not long after they had doxed the studio. That was not long after Angie Stone had passed away. There was a lot going on at that time. It was all the haters keep coming up talking. Yeah. The way they all kept coming in, hitting the link. You felt afraid and it wasn't even happening to you. Yeah, Natania's house got broken into around that time too.
She lied.
Oh, it's okay, Noel. We're still here.
And the Tanya lady makes lies up.
I don't even know.
Even you mentioned Natanya and what happened to her around that same time. I think the important thing to take away from all that is being able to separate the fake world from the real world. These internet weirdos, well, they only know certain information from either what I put out there or, I think other people may have said, and then you got the illegal side where they go into court records and do all that or whatever and just do their weird stuff that way. But I've always separated the real from the fake. Like I'm not letting anyone from online really be in my real life like that. Those who know me in real life. So this situation, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just take the bull by the horns and slam that motherfucker to the ground. So to those who don't know, if you didn't go to my members only,
Hold on a second. 1 second.
No, I got a bunch of legal stuff just gearing up.
Just for the hell of it. I can't believe I got struck for that foolishness.
These people are weird.
Just like Maggie trying to find a process server to have me served wherever they thought.
She was not trying to have a process server to have you served. When Maggie was posting things about Arizona and looking for a server, Maggie was talking about trying to sue OG Patrice for a frivolous shit. Okay. Now, to be honest, Jag, you told on yourself. Do y'all understand that Jag told on herself? When Maggie was talking about serving in Arizona and finding process servers, she was talking about OG Patrice. Now, Jag, when you went live right here talking about she trying to serve you, you told on yourself that you possibly at that time was located in Arizona. And don't forget, I think Brian McKnight was trying to serve, said there was some Arizona address for Jack. Oops. See, you be a lot of times talking too much. You talk too fucking much, Toots. You talk too much. So again, Maggie put on her community wall that she was looking for process servers because she was trying to have actual people from YouTube go serve people in real life in person. Layla, she said, don't have nobody coming to my door, knocking on my door trying to serve me shit. So she didn't want to get like a higher real process server. She was looking for someone to go serve people that's over 18, I guess, at houses. So when Jag saw her community post talking about serving someone in Arizona, oh, wait, let me go back. It was trying to say, I think she did say California and Arizona. It might be mistaken because she thought Maggie was saying I was a Soul Cyclist and the Soul Cyclist lives in California. So, but mainly at that time, she was really posting for OG Patrice though, for OG Patrice. So to me, that was telling me that Jag was in Arizona because those postings was pertaining to Arizona. Okay, so no, Mag was not trying to serve you. She was trying to say that she was going to serve and sue OG Patrice.
That I was. Like these people like to do a lot, like literally sitting there. You know what? Since we're here. But see, this is members only. We can get away with some things, can't we? You know what? Just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. I can't believe I got struck for that foolishness.
That's an ugly strike. Them damn duck lips, ugly ass. Like she looking like, oh well, they caught me, but I get a sandwich when I get to the prison. Oh well, it was just some Gucci bags. Y'all got me. That's what she looked like. She looked like one of those.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
She got some dope fiend eyes, like Friday.
Well, you know, beady eyes going.
Nah, that would actually be someone that has a lot of tea. I doubt Yoshi has really turned on Jag, or I'm sure she's probably still around, but maybe Jag has moved on to other content and not doing mod swap panels anymore. But she would have a lot of tea and juice on Jag because she was around Jag a lot. And how did y'all want to bet that if she actually went against Jag, Jag would say that she was always a part of the troll forum. She was a plant. She was a setup. She never was her friend or sister.
Along with all kinds of things.
She looking like, oh well, whatever. It's just a misdemeanor. JR gonna bail me out.
We're starting to become suspicious. Not because they don't believe that anything is.
Hey, no, don't do that.
See, look, y'all listen. Jag was talking about me using her content, right? She was talking about me using her content, and right there, Jag was doing the same thing she always do. She started to play my content, and old Dusty put a stop to it. Let me go back. Y'all heard that? Press one if you heard Jag. It's fixing to play my content. You just played my content, Toots. Help is on the way. Let me go back. But yeah, so old Dusty's like, wait, don't play that content. Jag has always been doing that, talking about, oh, Dani was my content, but then she was using mine all the time. So when I really did strike her channel, she was actually using my stuff. Help is on the way.
Well, you know, beady eyes go along with all kinds of things.
She looking like, oh well, whatever. It's just a misdemeanor. JR gonna bail me out.
We're starting to become suspicious. Not because they don't believe that anything is.
Hey, no, don't do that. Don't play her stuff.
Can't believe I got struck for that foolishness.
That's an ugly strike. Them damn duck lips, ugly ass. Like she looking like, oh well, they caught me, but I get a sandwich when I get to the prison. Oh well, it was just.
So what was she gonna really play? I don't even know what video that was from, but she was gonna play something, I guess, to prove some sort of point or something that she done clipped out. It was like, wait a minute, why are you playing her content? See, if old Dusty was not there, Jag would have kept on playing my content the whole rest of his live. You heard me? If he was not there, she was gonna do her old thing where she talked about me using her content, and she was gonna play it up. She was probably going to go on and on playing content, and but that's what he's. Dusty is her handler. He's her handler, okay.
It was just some Gucci bags, y'all got me. That's what she looked like. She looked like one of those.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
She got some Doxing eyes, like
Friday.
Well, you know, beady eyes go along with all kinds of things.
She looking like, oh well, okay, whatever. It's just a misdemeanor. JR gonna bail me out.
We're starting to become suspicious. Not because, you know, they don't believe that anything is.
Hey, no, don't do that. Don't play her stuff. Don't do that. I wouldn't do that.
No, that was something that I was looking for.
Yeah, don't play her stuff. Come on. See, and you gotta realize. See, the thing is when I was looking at the activity that was going on with your other channel.
She cannot help herself on Dusty. She needs to play my content as a receipt because she likes to have receipts. Okay. A mess, and you will continue to stay press. Thank you so much to Sharif for rejoining the membership. I appreciate the support again. Thank you so much for rejoining. Yeah, shout out to Frida. Says, "Oh devil, the court said your child better not be on the same consonant as Jack liar." Exactly. But yeah, I appreciate it, funding. And shout out to Sharif. Happy 19th month anniversary. Something else. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by what? Hitting that like button.
Channels. You were doing a whole lot, playing people's stuff. And, you know, like you notice when I said, Jack, don't play nobody else's stuff. How long has this channel been up? Over a year now. Has anyone struck it? No.
See, there he goes. He actually finally told the truth. He said, Jack, I look at your old stuff and you were playing a lot of everyone else's content. And that's what was happening to your channel. So why do y'all go around here lying, acting like people were doing false stuff and false strikes, and then now actually admit that Jag was all she was doing was playing other people's content? So which one was it? Was it false strikes or was it real ones for her playing it? You see what I'm saying? Y'all be just making up shit. I did not do no false things on that main channel. So that was actually real, and she knows it. All she gotta do is show the receipts. It'll say Dani Montana instrumental, and that's what she was doing. She was always playing my content. And by the way, when she was playing it, I was not striking her because she was just playing it. I only did it out of retaliation. Like when she would start doing a bunch of stuff to my channel and sending no notes out to my channel, and other people out to my channel, I would do that to her as retaliation or as a response. I didn't initiate it. So she came from me, and then I would retaliate.
You got to just don't even play that game. Like you're. I don't appreciate someone saying you are the content because you're not. But they try to make you the focus. That's really what it should be. They try to make you the focal. So yeah, of course you could put. I mean, a little weirdo. What was that? The mailman. She put the photo of Brandy up, and nothing happens. And you do the same thing, and then what happens?
This wasn't her. That wasn't her. That was that Trees person.
Oh, Trees did it. Oh, I thought it was mailman. Okay. But they were all going at it. Yeah, I remember that.
But no, Trees, but they didn't strike her, but they struck me for it.
No, but see, that's what I'm saying. You got to understand. There's a different set of rules for you, and you can't be together. I know, and you can't be ignorant to the fact that that's what they're doing. So don't even play that game. Stand on your integrity. Like I said, you're not the content, but you are the focus. So don't even give them any of that. They're weird, and yeah, they're all working together. But that's what I'm saying. As I'm moving forward with my case, I guarantee you, all of them are going to get ensnared in this. And I'm waiting on this big. I ain't gonna say big. I'll just say I'm waiting on. When you're dealing with lawyers, you got to deal with their time sometimes. So I got some personal stuff that I'm dealing with, but then I got somebody for Jag that helped me out in the past, and is a bulldog.
So if you got all this access to lawyer this and lawyer that, why aren't you helping her with the actual criminal case? The criminal case is what's really important, because that's the one that is saying that if she's arrested, she's not gonna have a bond. And she's wanted out of Dallas, Texas. She has 2 warrants. So what about the criminal case against her, 2 of them? So if you're really going to help her, what about that? That's the one that she is wanted as a fugitive.
No, so they know other bulldogs when it comes to the attorneys, you know? So, yeah.
Golden Aries, I'm telling you right now, that's the exact.
No, baby girl Tay, I'm not. And I'm putting baby girl Tay on Front Street, not like that. I'm just, because other people have said it before. It's not you what you said. I'm just saying, I just brought that up as a mention because Jag said it earlier, and I was like, no, they focus on her. She's not the content. They just focus on her. But no, not putting you on Front Street.
No, Golden Aries just said Jag is the bag, and that's
okay. Well, there you go. That's the narrative.
Okay, hold on a second.
Why are you in my business? I don't know you. You look like a man.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? Did y'all hear that?
So that's the one that Jack kept playing over and over and over of a niece saying that Jack looks like a man and she does not know her. And she was really pressed over it. Because obviously Dusty married a niece and he still has not married Jack. Prior to it, you heard where Jack was supposed to be his fiance. So if Jack was Dusty's fiance, when is their wedding? Why haven't they been married? And where's her ring at? She still doesn't have a ring. Every time she goes live, I've never seen a ring yet.
Narrative that's being pushed. I'll never forget right before that weirdo Kimmy flipped and turned. And that was the other thing that I thought was really weird about her channel. The Real Talking Tea with Kimmy Love's channel. If you go and look at the stats, it says that it started in January 2024. But she had been doing content on that channel since before things went sideways with me and her, and I shut her down. And then she ran over with VS Icon to do whatever she was doing. And
so now you see how they go on creator from creators. So we moved from DJ Crackhead to myself to IO to Night and Day. She did mention OKP as well. Just going down the line, saying different things about different people. So now we're moving into Timmy Tuckett. Okay, hold on.
Turns out VS wasn't nothing but a troll either, pretending to be a supporter.
Now, how in the world did these two fall out? Now, Very Snaky and Jag. Everyone around you is a plant, a snake, or a fake, or sitting around you as some sort of like mole or something, infiltrating your whole SWAT. Yeah, still no ring. And so what's happening now is that, I guess you don't get along with Very Snaky anymore. Okay, and that's someone that was defending Jag and trying to help Jag out as well. So,
like, it's so funny. Like, they have the people who pretend to be cool with you, and then the people who pretend to hate you, and then they all go back and forth, and then the second that you burn them, they go straight over to the hate. Like, it was so wild when VS tried to interview Bridget Wheaton, the lady Bridget person, the fat bitch who's anything but a lady. That drunk.
Oh yeah, but that's the same person that you were complimenting. I remember when it was Bridget's birthday, she was on camera and y'all were complimenting her on her birthday looking and everything about the birthday. You were giving her props. So then now all of a sudden it's the opposite. So a lot of y'all on here are fake. I would not trust y'all. I don't want no compliments from y'all because on Mad Day, all those compliments gonna go down the toilet. And, one day y'all say somebody pretty and gorgeous, the next day they ugly and out of body and out of shape and they're this and they're that. Y'all be just flip flopping. Y'all be so fake. Y'all keep all that fake shit away from me.
Ho. And it was wild because Ayasha tried to come and get into the whole situation. And Bridget, no, I don't want to talk with her up here. I have nothing to say. It was Bridget Wheaton who started the lie that you were abusing me. She was the first person to start passing that story around.
Well, to be honest, I hate to say it this way, but what I will say is everybody that has been with Jag has had some sort of something happening that involves physical abuse or some sort of emotional or verbal abuse, or there's something going on. Goomba and Jag, we saw that whole barbershop situation, and we heard about the other stories, and then we have Jag and how she was like abusive towards her mother, but I would say the abuse was more like sort of verbally and neglect. And then we have Sip. Sip said that Jag was doing things to him. I can't remember exact details, but I do know she was like physically violent or saying threats towards him or whatever, and lying on him, accusing him of SA. And then so Jag has a tumultuous relationship with different people. Oh yeah, and then her and TJ said that Jag did something to her that was physical abuse. So is it gonna be unheard of that Jag and O'Dusty ain't been doing something in that house towards each other?
She started it.
Yeah, she was the one. She was the one who started doing interviews and passing that story around. Yeah, she most certainly was.
Well, we'll see if
the first time she pushed that story was on VS Icon's channel, and then the second time was on Real Talking Tea with Kimmy Love. She literally said that we were all in the moderator chat that we had set up on Instagram, and she said that she saw my bruised eye and that I told her, she said I pointed and I was pointing to you to say that you're how my eye got hurt, which is crazy. She said that I was in a club somewhere and I was hiding in the bathroom, and I told her, oh, Golden Aries, you're confirming that? You're confirming that? Hey, Michael, thank you.
Confirming what?
Are you confirming that you heard Bridget tell that story? Put a 7 in the chat if you're confirming that you heard Bridget.
My thing about it is, for all the people that were her mod squad, they were all like cheering on Jag, rooting for Jag, defending Jag, and really windmilling for Jag and attacking people for Jag. Going hard in the paint for Jag, child. And she was over there promising them that they're gonna get rich and a bunch of money. And here, like I've said before, if somebody is broken, dusty, and crusty, and funky, and they wear the same black bra every day, and you know that person ain't got a pot to piss in, I would just, I wouldn't believe a thing they would say about making you rich. Okay, if you gonna make me rich, make yourself rich first. Okay, make yourself rich first. Jag wasn't giving anything about any possibility of making anybody rich, and she literally went live begging for, I can't get $1 a view, I can't get a like. She really went live begging for $1 a view.
Wheaton tell the story that I outcried to her that I was being abused by Odell. Okay, she said sure did. She heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she did it at VS Icon. She did it at Kimmy. Straight and pure lies. And these are former moderators. That goes to show you they were never real supporters. Not never, not ever. Because the second that you start telling both-faced lies on somebody, that lets you know everything. Thank you. Thank you for confirming.
Now,
remember when Legina said that Jag was trying to tell her to go get candles or do something? I don't know. It seemed like Legina was trying to say that she felt like Jag was trying to make a move on her. Make a move on her or something. Yeah.
The thing is that, Golden Aries, well, you ain't got to do it, but you can find that video of her initially going over there. I think I copied it, but if you can send it to me, because in all honesty, everything that has been said in a defamation, in a manner of defaming online, at least me, because we talk about the other bullshit, but yeah, you say something to defame me, I'm coming for you. So in that fashion, what could you do, or what should you do? I know she ain't worth nothing, so I'll just have to sue her EBT card off of her.
She has a job. I think she's a home health aide or.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, she could at least come up with $60K or something, or $100K. I have to do something. Like, I think people think, saying something about someone online and thinking, like, and this isn't Meg Thee Stallion or Milagro or nothing like that. I'm just talking about someone, because I'm not a public figure. Y'all really got to know what public figures are and stuff like that. I'm not a public figure.
Yeah,
so
all videos are gone.
Actually, technically, you could actually be labeled as a public figure. A lot of YouTubers can be labeled as a public figure. To be honest, they can. Look what happened with the Meg Thee Stallion trial. There's such thing as new media. And I know a lot of people don't want to say that, but it is true. People could be labeled as that, especially if you keep inserting yourself into matters of public interest.
Yeah, well, they got rid of Kimmy. That's why I was like the other one. I think I saved the other one though. But yeah, like when people say things like that and it affects business, that's a problem, and that just needs to be handled. That's pretty much it. It just needs to be handled.
No, I mean, like, she literally went out of her way. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. VS Icon, all her videos are gone too.
Oh, damn, really?
Yep.
Well, I know I saved that one though. I know I have that file.
The thing about Very Snaky is she puts a lot of her videos on members only. Like, she's known to do that. To sometimes immediately after her live, she puts on members only. I don't know how that would actually bode well, because I think people would get upset if people did that. Like, imagine after every live, I immediately put it on members only. that some people actually do that. They immediately, if you're not there to watch the live show, you miss out. And they literally put all their videos on members only immediately after the live. So their channels are mainly, I guess, member based. That would be annoying to me if someone did that, you know, especially if you're not a member. I guess for members it would be okay, but if you're not a member, then that would be annoying.
Somewhere, and I did save it. So, you know.
Yeah, she dragged. Don't forget, that's the one that got kicked off the internet for 3 years.
VS Icon?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, she got kicked off before or tomorrow?
But that's not gonna happen because remember, me and OKP, we have a lot of archives, especially way back to the Legina days. So that's on my channel. So I actually have a copy of that in one of the videos. So I reported on it. I definitely was reporting on everything that Legina was doing. So I definitely have that video and I analyzed and critiqued it. So it's not lost. And that's another thing about the poll, about seeing like Jag's videos are gone. Not a lot of videos. When I started coming on here, I started commenting on those videos. So they're actually in my archive. And OKP has a lot of the videos too. So a lot of those videos are not really gone, should I say. Now, there's one person, Dominique, shout out to Dominique. He goes to a lot of my videos. He sees a lot of things and he'll point out, this is what we were looking for. So I have a lot of videos. I don't have all of them public, by the way.
Yeah, no, before. Like, she was just coming back. That's why she attached herself to me, because she was trying to build up her channel as quickly as possible. She used to have a lot of, like, she had a heavy subscriber platform, you know, Beef Sector and all of that stuff. And she had, like her shit went too crazy. It went real world. She ended up getting in a... Now,
I will say that for Barry Snakey, that is someone that was latching on a Jag because she wanted to enter... she wanted a Jag. Who better to... If you want to get into the Jag sector, latch on a Jag. Obviously, you're in the Jag sector because you're linked up with Jag. She also wanted into the Black tea sector, so she linked up with Rod and Ruth. So she knows how to. I will give it to her that she knows how to maneuver her way around to try to enter different sectors. She'll go like observe a sector. Who's the top people in the sector? Who should I actually link up with, the mod pool I connect with, so I can get into this space? That's smart. A move, right? The thing that really kind of went against her was that she was like attacking people or going after people for no reason that are also in the space. A smart way to get into the space is actually to be nice to people in the space and network in a nice way. Don't come in here swinging and attacking at anybody, because once you do, whoever you're swinging at is obviously going to, you know, not like you, and then they're not going to be welcoming. So then now it's like, what's the point?
Fight with an older woman at IHOP and hit her in the back of the head with a plate of pancakes.
Damn.
And it went really crazy. And yeah, part of her whole situation was the judge pulled her offline for 3 years.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be something that I'm going to request when I start knocking on a few doors. You know, first Dani Robinson, I already got a case against her. I will be unveiling. Go ahead. What you say?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying I will be unveiling. Y'all remember Scooby-Doo? At the end of Scooby-Doo, what did they do? They
unmask the villains.
Unmask the villain. I think sometime in 2026, I will be unmasking the villain. But most importantly, because you got to understand, this person has been running around here like a mythical creature, almost like Babyface from Rolling 60s Crib, like just so mythical.
Yeah, but you told everyone that I was Joshua Ray. So why do you need to unmask someone if you know who I am? You said I'm Joshua Ray, remember?
Right? Or like Bigfoot. And people have been scared, and I see people on blogs, oh my God, yeah, you got to get Dani on this because she's like they really think this part like.
So he says that he has seen people on different blogs saying to get Dani on this or that. Now there have been people sending me things from people, y'all, it's crazy, but it's true. People outside of this sector, in different sectors, have been wanting me to go to their sector to, I guess, report on or do commentary on problematic people. Yeah, so I'm like, hold on a second. We are just, the Avengers is just my channel theme. Don't be sending out no call for the Avengers. Like, hey, Avengers, like Rap did. Let me make a disclaimer. The Avenger channel is not really the Avengers. This is a channel emoji and a channel theme. Now, do we do things that are helpful and advocacy and activism? Yes. But please don't take it literal that we're actually going to be putting on our case and flying and rescuing people and doing this and doing that. Okay, I have to give examples because my girl Kiva come get this commentary. She has a channel theme as an actual Purple Heart. She's not a literal Purple Heart. She's a woman and a human. Right, real. Her name is Tree. She's not an actual tree with branches. I have to make sure. Okay, you know, Sean is not an actual check mark in a flame. You know, so. OKP is not an actual crown. He's an actual human. He's not a crown. I'm not a sword. I'm not an actual Avenger. You know, people. To be honest, I have to keep on saying, y'all. It's not really a joke, really, because people actually, for real, they treat my channel as my channel theme is exactly what they actually act like I'm supposed to be an Avenger. There have actually been people who went live and said she's not an Avenger. She's not. What is she avenging? What is she, you know, what is she avenging? They keep on going on like, ain't she supposed to be defending this and defending that? They literally take my channel theme, literally. I'm like, can I just have a channel theme and emoji just like everybody else? Is no nuts an actual donut, a glazed donut? I mean, even though he looks sweaty and glazed up, he's not an actual glazed donut. Ciao. Good job. But truth be told, just by actions and principles, people in other sectors, blogs and different Reddit and different things, my name will come up as, let's go get Dani, Dani and the Avengers, even Ralph. Dani and Avengers, come help me. And then even Ryder real long time ago, oh, ain't you supposed to be Avenger? Oh, Dani, you know, like, please, y'all, stop doing that. Lord have mercy. Fix it, Jesus.
And it's ultimately a weirdo.
No, I just think that those are the people that promote them.
No, you're the fucking weirdo. You're the weirdo. I'm not the weirdo. You are. You're just mad because no one is calling for your name. Dusty, come help me be Dusty. Captain Dusty. Okay, no, you're mad because no one calling your name. Because in all actuality, when I do have a mission to take a bitch down, we literally, now, will I be honest and say we be taking bitches down? We have an impact or influence to, you know, fuck up a bitch shit on this channel or on this YouTube. And devastation soon follows these bitches once they fuck with me. Now, is that kind of technically true? So that's people kind of pick up on that once people fuck with my channel and fuck with me and fuck with, you know, be a rapist or look at what happened to Quiet Storm. He's like, he's obsolete. Like, you know, Ada, a lot of people have a downfall after fucking with me. That is true. Not everyone, but some people. Some people come back, they pick themselves up, they go into a different sector or a different space and they recover from it. But then some people never do, so they hate me forever. So, but at the same time, that's only because the commentary and how I move and operate, that has nothing to do with me actually being an Avenger. So please don't put me into a role that I did not sign up for. A mess.
Online. I don't think any of the positive accolades that you see are coming from real people. I think it's just coming from inside of them. They spend.
Nah, she says positive accolades. No, it's actually true that positive things and sins and things are actually from real people. Y'all just press. And shout out to my backup channel, by the way, Dani Robertson Author Show Cafe, where my name is only one used. Dani Robertson Author Show Cafe is in the title of all my videos. I'm not using Jack's name or nobody's name. I get just as many views I get more views on my backup channel than I do on my main channel now because I haven't been on my main channel. And YouTube is punishing me now because I haven't been live in so long on my main channel and putting out content, like steady content that I normally put out. But I have over 600 members on my backup channel as we speak. Over 600 members. I think it was like 659 members on a backup channel. That's a small channel. That's a lot of members for a small channel. And it's only in my name, and I only have 4 months of having that channel monetized. Yeah, something. Yeah. So obviously it's not just about me reporting on other people. People actually come and subscribe to my channel to hear what I have to say about different people and different topics and different subjects, depending on what I'm talking about. And my channel that I just built, Author Show Cafe, is off my own name, not nobody else's name. No one can say Author Show Cafe was off someone else's name. No, it's literally Dani Robertson, True Teller Dani. I have 659 members on that backup channel right now. Yeah, something. Yes. And yeah, so anyways, Jaguar, Wright, who, like, bitch, have a seat. So people actually do seek me out and subscribe just based off of me and not others. Okay. Now, of course, people have their favorite topic of what I talk about. Like, I prefer her to talk about this topic or that topic. But I just move how I want to move, and I talk about whatever I want to talk about. Who shows up, who doesn't show up, and I'll see them in the next slide. That's how it rolls. But I definitely do appreciate the love and support. And by the way, I could not have done my backup channel, After Show Cafe, without everyone supporting me and monetize. I quickly monetized it, got it off the ground, got a lot of members, and it's up and popping. And people actually show up over there way more than they do over here. So obviously the concept has landed and worked, right? However, I want to say this, that I do love it and I do appreciate it. However, even though something is working, if I feel passionate about a topic, I will move topics because I move by passion, not money and profit. So if something is pulling my heart to speak on a topic or talk about a topic, or I feel like I'm interested in something, I would talk about it even with 200 views on the video. I'll talk about that over a video I know I could get 100,000 views, because I move based on what I want to talk about, what I want to do. So I stay true to myself instead of trying to just, make content just so I can get a view out of it. Okay. So that's just how I operate.
A lot of time hyping each other up. They spend a lot of time hyping stuff up. I don't think it's real. Like this whole, I'm an Avenger, but I'm anonymous, and I'm this, and I'm that, and I'm anonymous, and no one knows who I am, so I can do whatever I want to do. I mean, essentially, the only thing you're bragging about is the fact that you're a coward.
Yeah, because if you're real, you stand on it. You show your face.
Period.
The funny thing is, though, y'all, is the attorney. I'll just say it like this: the attorney that's working against me in my divorce. I can tie her to the troll stuff. It's crazy.
No one has anything to do with your attorney and the troll stuff. And as far as, anything else, like, you're paranoid. Oh, Dusty really believes that I'm connected to his ex-wife and that me and her are cahoots working against him, blah, 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 blah. That's not the case, okay? So he's paranoid in that. And that's because his ex-wife, Anise, came to my channel, and sometimes when people come to a channel, they think they have to join the membership in order to chat. That happens. They don't know, so they think they have to, I guess, join to chat or something. I don't know. But she joined, and then I promoted her petition that she had, and then we signed it. And then another time she showed up and posted under my post because I stood up for her against people like saying that she was being interviewed, and someone was impersonating her and pretending to be her, doing some fake interview on another channel. So that's what I stepped in. I said, that's not her, that's the fake page, etc. So then I got attacked, and she just said, thank you for like correcting the wrong information or disinformation. And ever since she showed up, he has been really like,
I'm already in the middle of just doing my investigation on
thinking that I'm like teamed up with his wife against him. And y'all know how it can get messy when there's like a couple and they're divorced and there's a child involved, and they think a YouTuber has some sort of insider knowledge or information. And truth be told, Anise his ex-wife has stayed offline. She's one of the people that stayed offline. She didn't get online being messy. She didn't get online trying to make videos and do interviews. I would have loved to interview her against him, but she didn't do an interview. She didn't do any of that. She went offline. She handled things classy, like ladylike. She did her restraining order. She did her divorce. She handled everything offline and behind the scenes, and that is to be healed, especially in a sector that's messy, where everything is content and everything is put online and blasted. She handled everything behind the scenes, and she handled both of you bitches, Jag and Odessa. She won against y'all in a classy way, and that's why y'all are mad and y'all are pressed. Okay, so I cannot take credit for how somebody else handled their own business. All the credit goes to Anise for handling her shit.
I can tie her to something, and I can link it. Like, I got them all. It's not even funny. It's sad. It's like I told y'all, the Maggi and the donut, that was just like the tip of the iceberg. But I got all of them. It's crazy. They were really invested in making sure something happened to me, I get in prison, or like they really were trying to make this a thing. And like I said, I get online stuff, making fun of someone online, that's one thing. But when you start doing stuff in real life, oh, you're screwed, because now you're dealing with federal stuff. Anything online is federal.
Wait till they see how that 12.5-hour live and all of that weird.
Happy birthday to your daughter, Eternia. I hope she has a great day. And sending a virtual rose right back at you as well.
Weird stuff that they did over there, how that comes back to bite them in the ass, because all of that has been recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all of that is there. There is evidence that they were all working together that day. That's the important thing about it. They were all working together that day. People that say that
that 12-hour live of you you was actually exposing Old Dusty. So how did that live now become about everyone else? You were live talking shit about Old Dusty, say you fell and bumped your head. You were something about Old Dusty saying, do you want him to call 911? I don't know what was going on in that live because I didn't even watch the full thing.
They hate each other, people that say that they don't mess with each other, like all of that. Account names, cloning your wrench. Like, that was the weirdest part of all. Your cloned wrench.
Yeah, I'm curious to know how you're able to.
I'll be making up stuff. That whole thing about how his wrench was cloned and someone came into the chat as him, all of that is fake and contrived and made up. Like, who actually believes that story? To be honest, I think Night and Day is the only one that really recorded the full live, the 12 hours. I wish I had recorded the full thing. I had some of it. But again, I didn't watch all of it. That's why I didn't have all of it. But I wish I could listen to the whole thing because, like, Jag, like, what in the world are you talking about? Like, y'all, you literally went live because I feel like Dusty was breaking up with you and leaving you, and you couldn't handle it. So you tried to really, really go live and expose him and threaten him. You wanted to threaten him to keep him around. And I believe the only reason Dusty is still around because Jag has a lot of his secrets and a lot of his bones. And he knows that if he fully leaves her and breaks up with her, that she will expose him. And here's the thing. Jag must be foolish. Dusty has a history of cheating. He cheats on people. So men like him that cheat, they will stay with you forever because they don't have to leave because they have their cake and eat it too. They're having their cake and eat it too. So people are like, okay, why are they still together? They're still together because he doesn't have to leave. Remember, his ex-wife divorced him. He probably would still be with his ex-wife cheating if she did not divorce him. He's a cheater. Cheaters will live. They will stay with you forever. They will never break up with you or leave with you. Why? When they can have their child. Listen. Dusty cheated on a niece, a classy, pretty woman that goes to church and this and that. If he cheated on her, what makes you think he ain't cheating on a bald-headed, spitting woman that's hella masculine and be doing all this shit? So y'all really gonna believe that? And she does have any truth and decorum. So if he cheated on, and don't forget that one of his charges when he got arrested was he was arrested for picking up a prostitute. And California has that road called Figueroa. Do y'all watch the show Soft White Underbelly? And a lot of people, prostitution helpers in California, especially in LA, and that Figueroa road. So, child, I won't put it past Dusty if he got something else out there, and that's why he's with Jag, because he could cheat on her all day and night.
To do that. That's wild.
Which is why I kept saying to everybody, if that really is Odell, then he should be able to shut down this live. If that's really him, he needs to shut down this live.
You need to, you said you were going after Dusty was exposing him because he was planning on leaving you, but then he realized he can't leave with you without being exposed. Now, Jag needs to think about this. What is Dusty doing when he leaves the house and you don't know where he's at? He's not answering the phone. He's not around. He's doing things differently or acting differently. He's not been as intimate or whatever else. I'm sure she has noticed changes in him that she recognizes signs of a cheater, but she's trying to ignore it or he's fooling her. But yeah, he's definitely cheating on Jag.
Do it. Like, we had the same.
And that account never hit the link. Yeah, that account never hit the link or nothing, huh?
Oh no, the account hit the link. I never let them up.
Okay.
They hit the link. They were sitting backstage. And everybody who was here, put a 1 in the chat if y'all heard me say on numerous occasions, Odell doesn't need me to let him up.
Yeah, exactly.
If that's him, he can let himself up.
That was him.
That's what we will do. That will be evidence for damn sure.
See all those ones?
And that's the thing. This is the longest relationship, but this is not with a relationship that's a man that's faithful. This is not a faithful man. His ex-wife divorced him for cheating. He had a prostitution charge, picking up a prostitute. This is a man that goes, he probably will pick up a prostitute. This is a man that will cheat. Those type of men don't break up or leave you or divorce you. You have to leave their ass and they will cheat on you for the rest of your life. So that's nothing to brag about if you got a man like that. Okay, he got that. If he cheated on his, y'all seen her niece, his ex-wife, she's classy, she goes to church, she's pretty, and she does it, she would not act the way Jack does. Even when they were attacking her and going out there, she didn't go online acting on him. She handles her business, she works, she has her stuff going for her. And he cheated on her. So, and then I think he probably most likely cheated on his ex before that. So y'all think that he's not cheating on Jack, please. Okay. She knows he's out there, he's cheating. He goes out and he hangs out in California, and I'm sure there are nights she's by herself and he's out and about. And remember that one time they took a break from each other? Child, listen. Jack knows what time it is.
I left whoever that was pretending to be you with a cloned wrench and all of that sitting backstage. I don't have to let you up. If that's truly you, you can let yourself up. I said, matter of fact.
Exactly. She was acting extreme to get him back, and she was threatening him. That was a way of saying, if you leave me, I'm going to expose you. I'm going to expose you to the world and have another live like that. And Dusty, he's probably the one that deleted that live, acting like, he had that access to that channel to delete that live.
With the kind of stuff that's happening here and the kind of stuff that I'm saying, I made it very clear you wouldn't be comfortable or happy with any of it, and you had the ability to shut it down and delete it. Sure did. That was a hell of a day. Yeah, it was a hell of a day for me.
Yeah,
but
so the whole thing though. Oh, go ahead.
As terrible as it was proof that not only was I being gang stalked, but they were doing impersonations, which is all supposed to be illegal on YouTube.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's important to know too, that since she can't get the channel her own name, she knows that she's relying on him. So there's a whole thing that he can just run off with the whole access to all the channels, access to all the money. So then what will she be able to do? So, it's like she's in a bind as well.
I hated that live. I hated that I felt like it was necessary for me to do. I hated the fact that I felt like my life had been completely invaded. I wasn't sure what was going on.
She said she hated that 12-hour live. Nah, you love that 12-hour live. How many of y'all really believe that Jack hated that 12-hour live? She loved it. That was her and her element and what she likes to do. She likes to go live and expose people and threaten people and put out people's business. She loved that live. And even right now when she's bringing it up, she's letting him know, like, she loved that live. She loved every minute of it. She also knows that he's the one that deleted that live. And, Jack knows that. So I don't know why she added this to the video, but she definitely loved that live and doing that, exposing Dusty to punish him for threatening to leave her. I'm sure he just like TJ, backpack, just like TJ, backpack. He's packing up his backpack. He's saying every other day, he's saying, I'm leaving you. Everybody does the same thing with Jack. What makes me think that if she did it to TJ and even, what's his name? Snip, there's like a on and off. There's gonna be a on and off between these two too. That there's like every other day they're probably splitting up and this or that is going on. Shout out to OG Tan Baby, happy 28-month anniversary. Says happy Saturday, Avengers. And sending a virtual rose right back at you. Shout out to Sandy, happy 33-month anniversary. Yes, I appreciate the support. Says Avenger forever. Oh, thank you so much. Sending a virtual rose right back at you. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by what? Hitting that like button. Hold on.
There was a lot of stuff that was happening, but it's very rare people get a chance to prove gang stalking and cyber terrorism in real time, and we were able to do that on that day. And for those who have never heard me say it, I want to say it now. I want to offer Set in the West my formal apology for all that happened. You'll never know how sorry I am that happened.
Sure.
And I hope you can, yeah, they dogpiled us both.
This is how Jag is gaslighting. How did anyone else force her or make her or coerce her to make that lie? That lie was started by Jag when she put her paws and hooves on that live, go live button and sat her pissy pussy ass on that live to the very end when it was deleted by her own man. We had no part in any setting up of the live, planning a live, plotting of it, or orchestrating or puppeteering of that live. She's sitting here trying to blame some invisible people for how that live went about and how it. I'm so confused as to how anyone is responsible for that live besides her. And that black bra. I'm confused.
I hope you can accept my public apology.
Yeah.
Because all they did.
No, go ahead.
No, you accepted just what?
I said just you take everything that had happened as a lesson, and like I said, what it did for me is showed me like, oh, okay, all this the online stuff, real world stuff, got to be separated. And sometimes things are needed. Sometimes you got to make an omelet, you got to crack an egg or two. So it's like that. Yeah, I understand, and like I said, I accept the apology. And I'm just saying, I understand though. It's just like, well, okay, well, that's what needed to happen. That's what happened in order to get some things going. But yeah, overall, I'm just moving. I move differently anyway. Now I really just said, oh, okay, this is what needs to be done, and took the necessary steps and proceeded. And
funny thing is since that happened, they haven't had an insight on us since then, have they?
Well, like I said, think about.
Since that happened, there has been no insider, ma'am. At that time, there was not an insider. That was you doing that live. Jag loves to blame something on some mole or some infiltrator, someone that doesn't exist. Just like she made up the whole Trevor Green that doesn't exist. She's always inventing a new person. So I think that's like one of the biggest things Jag does as a conspiracy theorist. If she will make up an invisible person or some person that doesn't exist and assign a whole life and everything to this person. Like right now, I can make up some Elizabeth Johnson name. Elizabeth Johnson stole my bike, and then when I was 6, and then now all of a sudden I just invented somebody and some sort of crime they did, and then that's the name I could continue to use as Elizabeth Johnson. She likes to make up her own characters, and she's mad. She even said that she created. And the name, or she's the one that, like, what did she say? Created the name Trevor Green. Like she created him. Like, no, you're supposed to say God created him because he's supposed to be a real human that was created by God, and then he did X, Y, Z to you. You said that you thought him up or you created a channel. I can't remember the exact words, but you pretty much told on yourself that you made up a fake name and a fake person that did something to you.
How things have been moved, how we move.
It's so funny because you hear people say, oh, she's hiding. Oh, she's afraid. Oh, she's this. Oh, she's that. The only reason they're saying that is because they want me to be able to give them some information so that they can find a way to dox me again, find out, where I'm living. Like all of this stuff, it's reverse psychology. Everything that they do is reverse psychology. So that they can get the outcome that they want. Like when you hear people say stuff like, Jag isn't fun anymore. She's not fun anymore. That's not what they mean. What they mean is it's no longer fun because we don't get to torment her the way we used to. It's not fun that we can't find her. It's not fun. Like when that whole Brian McKnight thing and then the lawsuit became public about, Julie and all of that, and J.R. Curry tagged Kimmy Love saying,
nobody wants to find you. Like no one is really making lives in pursuit of Jag or trying to find you. Okay. Yeah. But if you obviously went live taunting people like, oh, going on top. If you went to right now, if Jag went live and she was at some hotel and say, bet you can't find me, I bet you can't find me, then obviously people probably will try to find her and pop her because she's taunting people. A lot of times she was always taunting people about her location and trying to get people to dox her. It was obvious. The biggest one was when she was at the top of that hotel in the pool on that rooftop, showing where she was at. And saying like, oh, y'all want to know where I'm at? And she was live on real life. Like, please stop.
Ooh, it's looking like Jag is about to be interesting again.
Yeah, it's very telling.
It's beyond telling. It's disgusting. Because basically what he was saying is ooh, we finally get to have something to talk about negative about her. Them saying that, you know, I'm boring now that Odell is in the picture. It's not that I'm boring. It's not that I'm boring at all. It's just that what they thought was fun was watching me go through hell, them getting my address, getting someone close to me or close by me to get my address so that they could gang stalk me in real time. Oh, they definitely miss me engaging with them. They definitely do. They definitely miss me hitting their links.
Here she goes with the bullshit. Now, here's my issue. Jag started his whole life making a live saying that she struck my channel, and why didn't Dani Robot go live and acknowledge it? Why didn't she react to it? Why didn't she comment on it? Like, why is she pretending like it didn't happen? So she made she did a whole thing, and she wanted me to go live and react to it or respond to it, right? And when I did not do it, that's when she decided she couldn't wait. She couldn't even wait 48 hours for me to make a live. So that's when she made this whole video to kind of showcase and put up as her thumbnail the fact that she struck one of my videos. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, shout out to Lemon. She says, it's been a long, hilarious ride with the Psycho. So many unhinged memories from her. Avengers won the Hunger Games. Yes, we went up. Well, I wouldn't just say the Avengers, other people. Everyone against Jag won against Jag. It was like everyone, all the people against Jag, and Jag was a loser. Okay, her and the Mod Squad undivided, now divided. Okay, so yeah, a mess, and she will continue to stay pressed. Anyways, happy 49-month anniversary. I appreciate the support. What child, time is going by. But yeah, happy 4-year anniversary. I appreciate the support. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by what? Hitting that like button.
But they look so crazy now. And that's the thing. Exactly. She's jagging out, which basically meant she's having a PTSD attack.
I made up that name, jagging out. That's something I made up. And jagging out was not, she's trying to now make it, she's trying to play victim, like, oh, that was a PTSD, I was post-traumatic stress disorder. No, that was you actually jagging out, trying to get attention and trying to go everywhere for content. You wanted the attention, you wanted the spotlight. That's why you always show up. You even came over here begging for the link. You acting like people wanted you just clicking links. So some people did, but you would come over here and literally beg me and ask me to click the links so you come up here and jag out on my live. And I wouldn't allow you to, and you'd be pressed about it. So when I said jagging out for when you were doing just that, jagging out and acting unhinged, and you intentionally went around acting unhinged just like you do in real life. But y'all notice that she doesn't act unhinged in public anymore because she has a warrant for her arrest. If Jag, I guarantee you, if Jag wasn't wanted, she didn't have warrants for her arrest, she would still be out there reporting herself in public, acting up. Okay, now those warrants have set her ass down. She's scared to go acting out in public now because she know them handcuffs can go clink, clink, clink.
Let's all jump on and make it content. Like, I want people to really think about that. Like, a lot of the stuff that they were quote unquote running with that was supposed to be so funny and supposed to be so this was a person who suffers from PTSD, literally having a PTSD breakdown.
Well, there's a real life episode of a Black Mirror episode. Like, if you really look at it, and they thought that they could enroll me as a contestant, and I told them, kiss my motherfucking black ass. I'll whoop all y'all asses. Because that's what was going on with, that's what was going on with the donut and the Magic situation. So when you're going through any kind of court proceeding or whatever, especially like a divorce, and if there's contempt of court, because that's what was being set up, you guys. And I'm gonna, like I said, next give me a month or so, I'm gonna get it all together. I'm gonna show y'all paperwork, all that. Like we'll actually go through it. I have like the contempt of court, what they were trying. Like there were so many like charges, it was crazy. Like person is nuts, but this was all done by an attorney. And the funny thing is the same attorney is tied into WAC 100's wife. She's representing her. She's her attorney. So the whole thing is, so
he felt like he got everything mapped out to connect this person, that person, this person, that person. All I'm saying, by the time you finish your connecting dot bullshit, connect me to a paycheck. Tasha K, Jay-Z, Beyonce, whoever you connect me to, I want them to give me a motherfucking check. Because I don't work for free. I don't work for free, so let me know where my check at. Okay? Hold on. Help is on the way.
You guys know WAC 100 is like, he has this whole thing called the exposers, where, you know, LA, like I told you, LA is a small place. And you can get caught out there, you can be exposed, basically, whatever you want, whether it be, you know, you talk about someone's a snitch, paperwork, blah, 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 or somebody did some funny stuff, some weird gay stuff, whatever. So that's what WAC 100 do. They're known for like blackmailing, framing, you know, it goes down out here. Donut is out here in LA, and he's tied in with WAC 100.
So here we go. We moved on now. We moved from creator to creator. As I said, Jag versus everyone, as my title says. Let's take down this poll. It says, who wants Jag's old channel to be restored? 11% says me. 8% says not me. 9% says still thinking about it. So the vote is that Jag's old channel will stay down. By the way, that had 50,000 subscribers, and she currently has a channel allegedly at 100,000, which is twice that number. But the other one, look, I don't know how that got to 50,000, but she at least had other content on there. This one, I know that she doesn't have a check mark, and she's supposed to have, at 100,000, you're supposed to get a check mark next to your name, and she doesn't have that. So suspicious. I'm trying to read. Gemini says, I wonder if Jag retired that raggedy bodysuit yet. No. I suspect she still has the black bra in the bodysuit and the green overalls and the moo-moos. I suspect she still has everything besides the stuff she set on fire on the grill to prove a point.
Yes, he is. A lot of people don't know that, but he was one of the trolls that WAC 100 was using on Clubhouse.
Yeah. So it was nothing for me to figure out a few things, but then, like I said, tying in all of them with the attorney, and it's gonna be crazy, y'all. Like, trust me, you know, when y'all, like I said, it's just gonna be crazy. But overall, though, yeah, they were trying to turn everybody's life that you were tied to, that was loyal to you, trying to turn them away from you or turn their life upside down. Poor Ayasha, where the situation happened with the school and all, you know, them doing like CP, calling people like.
Now, I don't think anyone online would actually be that dumb to call in some sort of bomb threat to a Yoshi school. Now, someone that would do something like that would be someone like Jag. Jag is someone that would SWAT things and do things and then blame it on someone else. It's so interesting because I don't think anyone even talked about it or knew about it, but then Jag went live about it. Make it make sense.
That's sad. That's pathetic. To try to take a caring parent away from a child by lying and, you know, getting legal involved. It's ridiculous. Like I said, they all will be.
No, but I'm just saying, for nothing more than that person being loyal to me.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It was like, she's not a bad parent. She's not a bad person. She's a sweet person. She's cool. These people, they all gotta have 10 years offline. Like, you know, they gotta have the PDF phones. They can't even have regular smartphones. They gotta have PDF phones. Like, I'm shooting for all that. You guys are terrorists. Fuck Al Qaeda.
But that's the wild thing about it, because people don't understand how this works. When you have a targeted individual and that person is gang stalked, anybody that can throw them a lifeline, anybody that can be there to support them, anybody who believes in them, anybody, like, their biggest problem with Odell and me and this community that we built here, their biggest problem with it is that it completely goes against the narrative. Like, it completely goes against the narrative, what they tried to sell about me. I want you to think about this. They did everything that they possibly could do to try to drive me crazy in 2023. Everything that they could do. They manipulated every aspect of my life. They manipulated my family away from me. They manipulated my...
And pay attention to how she never takes any accountability for any of it. What happened with her mother? What happened with your mother? You're the one that went to jail and you didn't have anything set up for your mother and son. And you're the one that had the charges that led to your arrest. So there's no accountability that you're the one that stole the Penske truck. you're the one that threatened officer, lieutenant, or whatever, Pen Warden. You committed those crimes, so then you're the one that led to yourself being arrested. And then once you were arrested, you left your mother's elderly mother stranded, Francis, and then Sam Jr. was stranded too. So then Sean had to help with that situation to get them relocated. So then now you want to blame your neglect and your lack of your irresponsibility on others. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. We all know what happens there. From there, when she goes to Bossier, and then Louisiana jail, and then later she refuses to be transported back, and then finally she like agrees. It was just a lot.
My second ex-husband into turning against me. They manipulated stuff with the police. Like the simple fact that there were all of these YouTubers calling the police, trying to file charges on me, trying to get charges put on me for stuff that I didn't do. Like it was really, 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 really crazy. So meanwhile,
and are you also gonna talk about how you were trying to get charges put on everyone else and fake charges and lying on everyone else?
Everyone knows that I have PTSD. I was very honest about all of that. But to sit there and to legitimately try to trigger someone into having a breakdown. I'm telling you, it was the wildest thing when I talked to my doctor, Dr. Delgado from Parkland Hospital, after I had been released on St. Patty's Day, March 17th, 2023. When he released me from the hospital, that was after they had convinced my ex-husband to put a white warrant on me, which is a mental health warrant, like Baker acting me, Marchman acting me. It's called a white warrant in Dallas. When that happened, and I made it through all of my observations, and like he was even thinking about, like they kept trying to push the doctor to keep me there longer and longer and longer, but he had to let me go. He actually let me go 2 days early because he wasn't going to let me go until Monday or so of the next week, but he let me out that Friday on St. Patty's Day. And it was
Girl, he should never let you out. You should still be in there and inside that institution. Mental hospital. Take her away. White warrant. 5150. Red says Jack abandoned her family on more than one occasion. Here's the thing. How many of y'all remember that real life interview where Jack said that she was kind of happy that her mother and son were away from her because she got a break or something? I can't remember the exact words. I don't want to quote it fully, but she was kind of happy that the mother and son were taken away and she got a break away from them and she needed to live her own life. So which one is it? You're happy that they were taken away and you got to live your own life or whatever, or you're upset that they were taken away and split from you? Like I want her to tolerate such foolishness. She's always lying. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I do know it's a real life interview after her mother passed away. So after her mama Frances passed, she did a real life interview, and then she said it in that one. So it was before her mother passed or right after, but I do know it was around that time point.
Absolutely insane. He thought I was capping when I was telling him about the gang stalking and the targeting and all of that stuff. And he said, I thought you were over exaggerating until you left. And he said, I got over 100 phone calls. 100 phone calls came in that day. They were saying that they were going to the medical board to request that his license be taken away for not diagnosing me as schizophrenic. I told you that, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's absolutely insane. And these were all the YouTube trolls.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've got calls. I worked at a nonprofit when I met you, and trust and believe, they told me their calls. But guess what? I know the president. I knew the president of the nonprofit. Really good friend of mine. It's funny when you connect with real good people and they know who you are and they know what time it is, and then it's just you can't put smut on somebody who's genuinely a good person's name. But yeah.
Shout out to Sharon from my mod. Hello. Thank you so much for upgrading your membership. Again, shout out to you for upgrading your membership. I appreciate the support. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by hitting that like button.
You had a bunch of the robot people. You had a bunch of people that called.
Curry called the radio station.
He called my job. Yeah, he tried to call you. He literally was mad because, number one, I struck him. I was the head of digital media at the time. He ran and used the content of the station like unauthorized. I said, nigga, no, stop. And I'll go deeper into that because there's a whole lot that I'll, like I said, I'm gonna start letting it loose in a minute. And you know, it's only gonna be for members. So I'm gonna let y'all know all of it, like what was going on behind the scenes and the weird stuff and all that. And side note, let me get
now. Pay attention. He keeps on saying this is gonna be for members. This is gonna be for members. Y'all keep on saying that everyone is trying to use y'all for content, but don't y'all understand when y'all keep on saying y'all gonna go on Patreon, you're gonna put it on the website, you're gonna put it on members. The whole lot, everything is gonna be on members. You said you're gonna make a documentary on everybody. You said you're gonna make a documentary on me and the Avengers. So, Dusty, don't you understand that when you're talking, you're actually talking about content. You're talking about making everyone into content. Make it make sense. Like, y'all need to stop. Like, I can't talk for his foolishness. Oh, they don't have content, but everything he's doing is trying to line up his own content for his members only and making us his members only content. Yeah, make it make sense.
Back to the donut punk ass.
Oh yeah.
Y'all know he cloned a Maggie account. This was before the whole blowout, but before I bust both of them out. He cloned an account and made it seem that it was Maggie. And I'm like, oh, I thought Maggie had a wrench. I gave Maggie a wrench on my channel. And the next thing you know, all hell broke loose. I'm getting less views. Like, it was weird. Y'all don't know if y'all remember, but I was getting like no views or something. And he admitted that he was responsible for making that happen because
that's not true. How can a mod, just because you gave somebody a wrench on your channel, then you're gonna get less views? The views have nothing to do with someone modding. Now they can actually like block people on your channel, yeah, but not actually like what in the world are you talking about? They can block people and then those people are blocked, but it's not gonna impact your actual algorithm as far as views go.
He cloned an account and got a wrench and went in and did something behind the scenes and tried to sabotage. Yeah, like I said, weirdos. Straight weirdo.
Air Force Robin just left a comment saying, I remember them calling the airport when you guys were on your way to Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
They called the airport?
Yeah, King Row. I think yeah, no, I was listening to all that, but I don't know how they knew. Oh, they knew because of Magic. But yeah, they knew because of Magic.
And that was wild.
Remember,
that was before she got busted all the way out.
Yeah, I know. They had to have known because of Magic. We were not telling everybody. Like, the only people that knew, even Magic didn't even know everything, right? Remember?
That's not true. At one point, you were actually giving hints or signs of your next destination. I can't remember exactly what it was, but you're always telling yourself when you're about to do something or giving hints or clues as to your next move.
For that? Nope. We the only person who knew was like Ayasha, I think.
And Magic did not know where we was flying out of.
Nope. She just knew.
That was when I realized how desperate she was getting when she started saying, because you told Grace one thing and you told Ayasha another thing, and you know, it's when you do your Tyrion Lannister thing and you give all of us a little piece of information with different things in it so you can figure out who's lying to you. And I'm sitting there like, bitch, you sitting here literally going out of your way to try to like tell these people how I'm figuring out who's lying and who's not lying. You're literally sitting here snitching on me. And you can't see. Like, she started getting really desperate at the end there with the way she was like even when she started trying to expose stuff about Ayasha. Man, if y'all could have heard the way she came into that chat, ooh, after you.
So here we go. Now we're moving into, so as you can see, they gave a full rundown talking about everybody within the space, using everybody in the space as their content for this video, while at the same time complaining about being content themselves. And then also planning on how they're going to make new members only content on everyone. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. That's why I be like ignoring these people, because they just don't be making any sense at all. Like, for real. Okay, hold on.
You let her have it. She came in there trying to act all big and all bad, and
yeah, when she was staying with the ex-manager, the lady was talking and she was giving clues and hints as to where she was staying at. No one knew where she was staying at, but she told them herself. Again, that's what I mean. And she was always trying to pop her location or pop herself. And then she'll say everyone is stalking her because we figured out or guessed it based on her clues that she drops.
And I want to know, where is Odell? And what are you going to do? And Jack, you must come live. And you must say this. And you must say that. And I'm like, I ain't got to say a motherfucking thing.
Yep. She I'm sure, well, she piped that shit down because she knew she'd get slap retarded. Well, she was already retarded. Maybe she'll get slapped something else. I don't know.
She came into that live. I mean, she came into that live chat room on Instagram, huffing and puffing like she was the
making
big
demands.
Wolf. And Jack, you must do this, and you must go live, and you must say this about Odell because Odell said this, and Odell said that, and you must. And I said, no, I don't.
It seems like, oh, Dusty can't get along with anybody. He couldn't get along with Maggot, or to be honest, nobody can really get along with her. But he can't get along with anybody. So I believe that he kind of like runs off a lot of people that are around Jack and isolates her. Okay. I mean, that is his money maker, and he doesn't really want to work. So if he doesn't want to work, then obviously he needs to leech off Jack.
I ain't got to say shit. Odell's a grown-ass man. Whatever he chooses to say and do is what he chooses to say and do. And I support him, period. Whether I understand why he did something or not. But I don't have to do nothing. Yes, you do. You must come live. And I'm like, I don't think she realized that in that moment, she was sounding exactly like the other troll mods that we had.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when that weirdo, Lene, the exchange, was talking about Trees was going live and talking about some old lion ass shit or whatever the case may be? That was when we first started falling out. And she was, oh my God, Jack, Trees is going live. She's about to do this, and it's going to be all over the internet. You got to go live. You got to say something about this. Oh my God, Jack. You remember that day?
Yeah. You got to respond. Like, no, you don't. You ain't got to do nothing.
And my response to her was, no, I don't. It's going to be everywhere. And I said,
she came back, and was like, no, exactly.
I said, it's going nowhere. How do you know that? Because I'm saying it's going nowhere, because it can't go anywhere if I don't respond to it. It's just a bunch of lies. But Jack, you need to do this. No, the fuck I don't. And don't ever tell me what I got to do again. If you lost your fucking mind. And then you remember that day when she started hollering after she flipped? I'm going to be your worst nightmare. I know things about you, Jack, and I'm going to be your worst fucking nightmare. And whoopty-whoopty-whoop. And then they all ran over to Kimmy's channel to sit there and talk shit and act crazy after they got exposed for being frauds and phonies. Listen to me, Auntie Leah. That's how you kill it. Don't respond to it. Look at their channels.
She said, that's how you kill it. Don't respond to it. Look at their channels. Jack, I want to know when we about to wrap up in like 5 minutes, by the way. But Jack, I want to know when you are going to get your plaque. Until you get your plaque, I don't really believe anything about your channel is really authentic. It doesn't make any sense to have 100,000 and not get the $100,000, not $100,000, $100,000 YouTube plaque. You're supposed to get a plaque from YouTube showing that you reached that milestone. You're supposed to get a check mark next to your name where you're highlighted for everyone to see. So now you're like 12,000 over that, and it doesn't make any sense that you have that and you don't have it. So something is going on with those numbers and those figures. It does not make any sense. So please stop trying to judge and critique other people's channels and numbers when your numbers and stats are not making any sense.
Look at how they're suffering. Like, it's bad. It's bad when they're so desperate for content that I'm able to achieve stuff like this. That we're able to achieve notices like that. Like, that's bad.
They're losing.
Because that's the last thing that YouTube wants. Is to have to give us acknowledgement in any way, shape, or form that we're right and they're wrong. There's no way. You learned that from me? Well, good. Good, I'm glad. But it's time to, no growth. It ain't gonna be no growth. No matter how many subs they buy, how many bots they have, it doesn't really matter at all.
So people always say there's not gonna be any growth unless people buy bots. So they really want to say is, once you do grow your channel and get new subscribers, that if you do, then they're going to say that they're fake or bots. Okay. No, all my channel growth is organic subscribers. Okay. And the only thing that has impacted my channel is that I have not. For the last month or so, I've only made like 9 videos or 6 to 9 videos on this channel, and I have been taken completely out of the algorithm. So I'm trying to get back into it. That's the only thing that has impacted my channel. So YouTube does punish people when they don't go live as much. Now my backup channel has not had that because I go live there more often, but not my main channel. But yeah, so Jack, please let us know when you actually have a plaque and you have a real authentic way of showing that your subscribers are real and organic and not fake.
Oh, I know. So we're gonna keep pissing them off. And when we do address stuff, we'll be addressing it here behind the paywall. It'll be members only conversation. And that's how we're gonna do it. So on that note, we've been here for a little bit. I just wanted to kick it with y'all for a second. Just us members.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Well,
Single.
That part.
Let's go look at this, listen to this video. Shout out to the person that just sent it to me, the link to it. Hold on.
But no matter what, the trolls have ruined the way I engage. They have. I have no choice. You know, there used to be once upon a time where I used to be a lot more open with you guys online. But when it gets to the point where these people are broken into your real life, harass you online, fake survivors, fake.
So I gotta pause this real quick. I can't. That's why I be ignoring Jag. Cause listen, why is she always trying to play victim? Press one in chat if you are around when Jag was saying everything is content. She is the content. It's the circus. It's the Hunger Games. And even after the first time where the Hunger Games was dying down, Jag went live, said Hunger Games season 2, and then the next time it was dying down, she's like season 3. Like she kept on wanting the Hunger Games to continue. She kept on saying that she's a puppet master. I am the content. I'm the puppet master. Like she kept on doing all this stuff, and now after all that stuff went down, she's now saying that she lost. I think that if Jag would have won, she would be singing a different tune. But because she lost the Hunger Games season 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, she lost every time. Now she wants to play that it was all she was being stalked. This was happening, that was happening. And then don't forget, even the time where she would link up with different content creators to go out the other ones. Like she was over there with Night and Day, and she was like friends with them. They were giving her money and this or that, platforming her. And then she turned on them and was anti them and went over to DJ Crackhead and was like Zeo light. And like she was all on their panel all the time, screaming and yelling and going at Night and Day. And then when she fell out with DJ Crackhead, then she'll link up with someone else to go out at them. So now she fell out with them again. And now she's sitting there trolls with her feet up. All she did was go bouncing back and forth between this creator and that creator, switching teams, switching sides, trying to win the game, teamed up with No Nuts. Now she's anti No Nuts. At one time, he was TJ's manager, but he was helping you and TJ out. And he was attacking me for you and false striking my channel for you. And y'all was like, Dani going on vacation because you told him to like go out to my channel. So it's like now it's like she's gaslighting to where she's the victim and everybody else was just after her, and she did not do anything. It's fake. And that's why I'm glad that everyone here knows how the story went in the history, because people like Jag and other people, like even some of her former mods, they make up stories and they rewrite history. They try to rewrite how everything went down. And they do that so they can be the victim in the story. When the truth be told, a lot of people in the whole thing were willing participants, getting on panels, saying this person versus that person, mod SWAT. It was like a lot of willing participants up in mutual stuff going back and forth. Okay, hold on.
No, let me ask for those that are wondering, and you can take us home with this. As far as the status of your mother and Sam Jr. A lot of people were concerned.
They're fine where they are. Everything that happens within the will of God.
There you go.
And the truth is, I get more done without them.
Oh, so Jacqueline, who's that right? You are talking about people lied and said this or that. And you were devastated, like you're devastated that you were not like with your mother and stuff were not living with you and were split from you. And then now right here, you're pretty much showing your other side where you were happy that they were away from you, and you get more done without them being around. So I think this is before her mother passed or something. So now y'all see what I'm saying, where she plays both sides. The other side, she's a victim, and her they were split from her, and she's devastated. I can't get my mother. Where's my mother? And I want her to stay with me. And to this side, like she's happy that it all happened for a reason, and she's happy that they're away.
No, let me ask for those that are wondering, and you can take us home with this. As far as the status of your mother and Sam Jr. A lot of people were concerned.
They're fine where they are. Everything that happens within the will of God.
There you go.
And the truth is, I get more done without them.
Ciao. Shout out to Shireen, says Avengers for life. Oh, I appreciate it. Happy. I appreciate the fan funding and sending some virtual roses right back at you. Yas on the yas. And shout out to Shireen. Also shout out to Cherie again. Thank you so much for the fan funding. Yas on the yas. I appreciate it, girl. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by what? Hitting that like button.
I really don't need anybody slowing me down right now.
Ooh.
If I really want them with me all the time, I got to get to the end of this. I can't guarantee their safety with me. And having to worry about them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week ain't helping me. Ain't helping them either.
Of your mother and Sam Jr. A lot of people were concerned. Let me ask, for those that are wondering, and you can take us home with this, as far as, the status of your mother and Sam Jr. A lot of people were concerned.
They're fine where they are. Everything that happens within the will of God.
There you go.
And the truth is, I get more done without them. I really don't need anybody slowing me down right now. If I really want them with me all the time, I got to get to the end of this. I can't guarantee their safety with me. And having to worry about them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week ain't helping me. Ain't helping them either. What I will say is that my son is about to turn 22 years old. And if anybody wants to have a conversation with me about him, they'll have to do it with him present, because he is a grown man and he has the right and the ability to speak for himself. Unless my son is present, I will not answer any questions about any of my kids. And as far as my mom is concerned, I've taken care of all my life. I think I earned a break. I've been a great daughter. I hope Shelly don't kill her, but oh well. I still inherit. The will hasn't changed.
Now, here it is. She said, I hope Shelly doesn't kill her. And she says, oh, well, I still inherit. The will has not changed. So she didn't even care about her mother at all. And it's like, if something happens to her, then, oh, well, I get the money. I'm the heir. I'm the heir and I get the money. So I could inherit the money and I'm in the will. Hold on.
It's funny. I'll only be inheriting my money. Ain't that fun? I think I earned a break. I've been a great daughter. I hope Shelly don't kill her, but oh well. I still inherit. The will hasn't changed.
And don't forget that when her other sister passed away, she was saying that she was wishing it was Lachelle. Like she was wishing Lachelle was the one that passed away instead of her other sibling.
It's funny. I'll only be inheriting my money. Ain't that fun?
She said her money as if all her mother's money belonged to her. No, your mother's money was from when she worked for a living her whole life. Okay, it was from her pension and then her retirement. Social Security benefits and then pension. That's not because of you.
No, last question. I asked you to do this earlier, but I just want you to do it even more, go detailed.
Stories, like, once they've done that, I was thinking, since people are talking about the whole Surviving Legina Gold series and all of that, where do we have that right now? That's just on Patreon?
I think it's still on Patreon, yeah.
So then she started talking about, okay, she wants to revive the Legina Gold situation. So pay attention to how they're thinking about how they can have content or what they could use for content. Jag knows that before, when she got a lot of members on her website that joined her, Scamadelphia, it's because she was marketing that she was going to have exclusive interviews with Legina Gold and Legina Gold content. And then now fast forward, she's thinking about how she can make money again, and she's still thinking like, oh, Legina was the time when she made money. So I do believe at the time of Legina Gold, Jag saw a significant increase in money, or some sort of money was coming in or flowing in, because she's always trying to revive Legina. So that tells me she made money off of that era, that time period, and she wants to see if she can make it again by saying that there's some sort of exclusive Legina content.
It's up there on the Patreon.
Why don't we make the series available over here?
Okay, I'll put it as members. It's not members. That's why it was members.
I don't think so, but it won't be on Jag Nation. It'll just be available on the higher tiers, because it is a Patreon series that we posted over there. But that's what we're gonna do for the holidays. Let's bring that over here.
Well, what we can do also for the holidays is put up some of the old live you did, before this channel, because I got all that archived now. So I mean, we can start just uploading if you want. It's hours of just I mean, of course, Jack, you would have to go through it and label, or describe, but you have hundreds of hours of just like, I literally could just start uploading it.
How many of you guys would like to be able to have access to some of the old content of the troll wars and all of that stuff?
Now I'm playing this so you can hear it. So she's trying to say does everyone want access to the troll wars? What's it called? The troll wars. You called it the Hunger Games, you called it the circus. And so now she's trying to figure out how she can monetize or profit off of the whole situation. People that are victims of a situation and they feel like they are victimized and it's traumatic and it's causes PTSD, then why would she actually want to actually monetize or profit off of the Hunger Games time period or circus time periods? Because Jag knows it's all about content and making money, but she wants to play the victim. Okay, so so she wants to now get all the Hunger Games content and all that and then make money off of it. A mess. And you continue to stay pressed and a fucking liar. Girl, you are not a victim and you know it. That's why you're trying to make money off of the whole.
Put a one in the chat if you guys want access to the old stuff. Some of the origins of the crazy stuff of before now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll start uploading it.
Because there's a lot of stuff. Yeah,
and watch, when she starts watching it, going over it and reviewing it, she's going to be kikiing and laughing. She's not going to be all sad and acting like it's traumatic and she can't watch. It's triggering. Oh, it's triggering me. It's triggering me. And if she does, it's going to be theatrical.
Technically, yeah, I guess you could call it vintage content. Because it's not available. It's not available. There's so much stuff that happened before we started this channel. Do a 2025 recap. Oh, what do you think?
We could. No big deal.
I mean, a year-end wrap-up for 2025 could be interesting. I mean, from the second that this year rolled in until now, it's pretty much just been nonstop crazy.
Well, it got tapered off after that 12-hour live, but it still was crazy.
Oh no, it still was crazy. Off and online.
I'm saying the troll stuff got tapered off.
Their engagement got shut down a lot.
Their channel suffered.
My channel did not suffer. Okay, my channel did not suffer after your 12-hour live. Okay, no, it did not. So Ann says, really surprised they're still together. We discussed that earlier, practice on the replay. I'm not surprised they're still together, as I said earlier, because I believe that Old Dusty is, well, not just believe, he cheated on his ex-wife, and I would just say guess the replay, I went over it, but I believe they're still together pretty much, to sum it up, because he's a cheater, and cheaters don't really leave. They have their cake and eat it too. So a cheater can be with you for 20 years and be cheating the whole time. That's why they stay, because why leave you when they can have their cake and eat it too?
Yeah.
All right, well then, I guess we can get started with the woodshed, revealing Legina Gold, and yeah.
And we got some we're gonna have some announcements at the beginning for the recap too, because everything should be. In fact, I got to get a hold of my guy. But yeah, we'll have some announcements for some, for some. I'll just say some other things, some other ventures. Oh, are we gonna talk about Tasha K with that bullshit that she was talking about? There's a side to that.
Oh, you're talking about how she's going back and backtracking?
But that's typical of people online, though. They want to make you into the contents of some series and profit off you, but then they don't want you to respond or react unless it's in a way that they want you to. So Jad doesn't really want me to respond if it's going to be debunking her or calling her out or pointing out inconsistencies and discrepancies. However, she does want me to respond if I'm going to respond in a way that makes her look good or victorious, that she has won and I'm losing. And you know, she wants me to respond in, right? She's looking for me to acknowledge or react. Yeah.
And peddling and backpedaling, trying to make it look like she didn't try to set up Demore Hadley for contempt order. When we know it to be true. Now she's trying to make it seem like Rock Nation was trying to involve bloggers and woo. But the truth is the reason why that happened was because of what she brought Tasha Kane to do. Like, there's something going on for all of this backpedaling, all of this weirdo stuff to be happening. Like, there's something.
Jack, I'm telling you, they're all busted. Like, I'm telling you, they're busted. Like, even that is telling. It's like, yeah, they're busted. From the attorney to Donut to Maggie. Maggie's just gonna be a little hard to get because she's in another country, but they're all busted.
You know what? It's really not going to be that hard because the truth is the only thing that's keeping her alive is these trolls who troll me. And without them, she's done. She'd never make it in any of the other black sectors. She
hell no.
Can make it in once there, she'll have to go run back to doing content.
Now, I will say that part is true. The only thing that keeps the maggot person alive is that she keeps on using my name to try to have an entryway or entry point into the black tea sector. Otherwise, her main captive audience, I would say, is mainly the white audience or international audience of people from Atwood or the wigging sector or whatever channel Wig was in. That's the main people that are surrounding Maggot. She doesn't really have a lot of people that are still from the JAG or even Black Tea sector space following her. So once she, is no longer trying to hang on to me, she'll fall off completely. I think she knows that. And if she does thrive, it will only be within a different space, but not the space she's trying to cling to. Yeah.
With overseas crowd, and I don't even know if they'll take her back.
They ain't gonna fuck with her.
And bingo. So that's one thing I do agree with. It's the overseas, that international sort of kind of crowd is where she will probably fit into. But she really wants to be a part of the Black Tea sector JAG space. But it's not really working for her, especially not the Black Tea space. Hold on.
They ain't gonna fuck with her. She that's why she latched on to who she latched on to.
Yeah, and it's an easy crowd to fit into because as long as you're willing to just hate on me round the clock and to defame me round the clock, they'll bring you in. That was an easy way.
Not really, because a lot of people have not welcomed Maggot. Even for a lot of JAG sector people, did not welcome her because they realized that when she was apologizing and doing an apology tour, it didn't really people were not really accepting her. I know I didn't. I've called her maggot from the time she left JAG until now. I never stopped calling her maggot since the first time she attacked me. Give Aaron back his channel. 29% says yes, 61% says no, and 9% says still thinking about it. So that's a no. Y'all are a tough crowd. Okay, so leave it up to the Avengers. Nobody will ever get their channel back. A mess. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And well, I keep on thinking this Sunday because I have stuff that I gotta do by Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and I hope you enjoy this live. Hold on.
Appreciate herself to something.
And you see, she's no longer. She don't curse. I mean, she wasn't cursing. She wasn't doing all that ratchet
Maggie was
shit.
A lot more
now,
professional.
Yeah, now she's ratchet, and it's like, turn that off. You don't.
Maggot has always been the same maggot. Okay. So y'all the one, but I will say y'all are the ones that birthed that monster and gassed that monster up, and now y'all are wanting to get away from that monster and don't want to have anything to do with the monster that y'all helped to create and birth. So that's y'all's creation, okay? And then y'all now want to disown her and want to sue her, whatever y'all want to do with the maggot.
It don't even look good on you.
It don't even sound right on her. Like the first time I saw her going back and forth, hollering and cursing and screaming, I'm like, oh, they told you that you have to do this in order to fit in. I get it.
Yeah.
No one told her to act that way or be that way. That's how she is. The bitch is unclassy, uncouth, and just a weirdo.
I get it. Like it's sad. Like and she's always drunk, just like one of the Tasha K winos. Like,
oh damn.
Like she's always drunk, she's always high, and she's always cursing. She was not like that when she sat with
Not
us.
at all. Not at all. I barely found out she was, smoking weed. We was on live, and she smoked weed. That's crazy.
When you're a pick me and you're down to do anything, you just down to do anything. Like she's a straight pick me.
My question is like, ultimately,
Classic,
we know.
Please don't. Just even reading it.
Yeah, let's not. Nah. Yeah. It's not with an R, it's with a W. It's cringy. It's cringy.
I tell you what, I know all the grifting that she's done. I hope she grifted up enough money to pay for that StreamYard, because that's the one thing that she got out of Jag Nation. Jag Nation looked out for her, and we.
She said that y'all swindled her out of money, and that you collected money and only gave her $25, but you were supposed to give her way more money than that. So to be honest, you were giving money. People were giving you money to give the maggot, and you kept the money and only gave her $25. I do believe that, but at the same time, she's also a liar. So I don't know. What I do know is that you are the one that created this monster, and the fact that once she did that StreamYard where everybody's raising money for her to get her StreamYard, now you created the funding where now every time she needs money, she says, I need to go to court. Let's go to court, you guys. We're gonna go to court. I need $1,000 to go to court. We're gonna go to court. We're gonna take Dani to court, Dani. And then she started saying, I need some money to get low-key vaccinated. We need to get him vaccinated. I need my dog to get his shots and take care of my dog. So yeah, we can just raise the money up to get them vaccinated. So then now that was raised, I want to do Lady Letitia. We need to take her to court to get the appeal, you guys. So I need the money to get the appeal. So now we got to raise the money for that. So then now I'm still, and then she says, send her money. You want to make Dani mad, then you pay some money to make Dani mad so we can get Dani a new wig. So, I need money so I can get some alcohol. So you want to send me money so I can get alcohol so we can drink the alcohol. So then everything she does now is raising money. So shout out to you for teaching her how to YouTube beg, and now her audience is responsible for paying all her bills and all her costs and all her fees, and she has to raise money from her audience. And then now you have her audience members complaining about her scamming them out of money and then not doing what she's supposed to do, and they're complaining about losing money from her fake funds. And then she's like, you didn't have to donate to me. So now it's like, Lord, make it wane if you love your owl. And by the way, people are not making it wane no more. So I guess we don't make it wane. It's drizzling now or sprinkling. Okay, people sick of the lies and the scams. They close their purse. They like Annalise Keaton and How to Get Away with Murder. They picked up their purse and they left. They said scammer knows scamming.
Raise that money in
Canada Dry with the dry wig child.
Donated that money so she could get her StreamYard and pay it off for a whole year. Maybe that's what that fake lawsuit business was all about. Maybe she was hustling up the money for her StreamYard.
Probably. Yeah, but like Craig Knight said, you won't bill.
Oh yeah, so I wonder now. Shouldn't that when did that fundraising start for the StreamYard? Because the StreamYard money should be due again soon. Or it should be already due. So maybe she paid for it herself this time. We'll know when she started zoom. Who got the keys to the room? Maggots. If she started zooming back into YouTube again, then we'll know that the funds ran out. You guys, I got to raise money again for StreamYard. It ran out. Before Jack helped me with this, so now I need you guys to do it, my little owls. My little owls, you're my bank account, my little owls. But yeah, y'all taught her how to YouTube beg, and she has not stopped since then.
Around next year. I know she won't be around next year.
Natanya's live? Okay, guys. Well, then you know what? We're gonna shut down here, so you guys can go over there and make sure you tell Sister Natanya that we sent y'all all over there.
She was live earlier with.
Wait a minute. We just had 52 likes and now it went down to 51. Who took their like
That's
back?
crazy. Somebody took a like back. Wow. It's like that? You took your like back?
Who took their like back?
A troll. Oh, there we go.
Oh my God. Wow.
Well, I went to, if you can send it to me on IG, I have not seen any videos from him saying he was gonna have Jag, because Sean Atwood and Jag fell out. So if you have evidence or proof that they actually reconnected, then send it to me, because I don't see any of that. Hold on. I know they not play Stupid GTV Back His Money yet. That's a con.
Oh. Wait. She tried to talk. She tried to talk nasty about us, but that's the funny thing. It's like when someone's lying, it doesn't matter what they're saying. It doesn't matter what they're saying. It's not.
Yeah, like somebody lied and said I was over their house and I had dirty socks, right? But it's like, no, my socks are always clean. Your fucking floor was nasty and dirty.
I was about to say, that house was trifling. That house was trifling. Like the simple fact that they were sitting that house.
Exactly. They said they were going to pay for it, and people were sending Jag super stickers to help pay for Maggot's StreamYard. But I guess since Maggot started doing her own funding through PayPal and stuff, I guess Jag decided to keep her own money, but keep the money that she had and only gave her $25. So that is it. So she did actually scam, right? Yeah. Now, who really believed that Jag was going to give Maggot all the money she collected?
Trifling and empty. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
But you know how that goes. Oh, Hallie's Fines. Welcome to Jag Nation. Yeah.
We might have to, maybe we'll do a members only live studio session, maybe like for New Year's or around then. What do you think?
Well, we have to figure out what we're doing for our 100K.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna just get the equipment and we just get this. That's what we'll do.
Because we have something to show them.
Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Officer, she's right there with the bald head and the black bra and the bodysuit. That's her right there with the JC-11s. That's her with her belly sticking out with the white hoodie that she stole from a toddler. Arrest her. Lord have mercy.
It's hot in Cracktown. No, that's it's hot in Cracktown.
I can't even. Did you delete that file while you was making space?
No, I think I kept it.
I don't know why.
I think I kept it. That was a sad ass flip though. But yeah.
That whole movie was terrible. Okay, so all right, guys, you head on over there to the dopest nerd land, to the Carrotsville. Please let.
All right, I love y'all. That's gonna be my live for today. I appreciate the support. My next video is mostly gonna be either Candace Owens, Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk update. So I'm gonna move over to that. Y'all know I like to switch topics, okay? So that's gonna be my next topic video, is Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk update / Candace Owens, possibly Trump, but it's gonna be some sort of different type of content into that other side, okay? Yeah, I appreciate it. And everybody else, remember on that replay, smash that like button, y'all, and I will see y'all on the next live. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
I gotta go. Don't ask me why. I gotta go. I should have left a long time ago. I don't even know how I got here, but I gotta go. Things have to change. I can't stay this way anymore. Good thing for me. I'm tired of the same old thing. So I'm trying something new.
Child, y'all will not let me leave, child. I'm held hostage. Someone said I forgot the poll. My bad. Now, do I have to read this poll? Y'all, I already know the answer. Like, I already know y'all ain't gonna get nobody back. They Gianna back. y'all ain't gonna never get in nobody but their channel. Okay, give Maggie back her channel. 5% yes, 93% no, 2% yeah. Still think about it. Why y'all call me back to read this poll? But y'all know y'all ain't giving back. Y'all ain't giving nobody but their channel. Y'all do the answer's gonna be no. I ain't have to read the poll. All right, y'all. Bye. I gotta go for real this time. A mess. Y'all know what? Don't call me back to read the poll. Y'all know the
Calling
answer
me
already.
Cups. It's not.
here.
We're not gonna do it. Cups, I sent you a message. Cups, I sent you a message in the DM. I'm not going to do it. You're sitting up here laughing about some what you need $25,000 for. Sis, me and you was behind the scenes trying to make things a reality. We were supposed to have been helping the community. We were supposed to have been building women up. You're not on that. And it stops here. 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 Calling me Cups. It's not. We're not gonna do